Ouais, ça YouTube, bienvenue évidemment, on va commencer Monkey Island, enfin Return to Monkey Island. En fait, avant de commencer le jeu, il faut aller voir l'album. Voilà, c'est ça. L'album pour connaître un peu plus de ce qui se passe dans le jeu. Alors, voilà. C'est ça, c'est là et on a l'album de Guybrush, c'est lui, évidemment. C'est le personnage principal du jeu. Attends, il y a des trucs là pas. Ouais, non, voilà. Hop. C'est ça, en gros, à l'époque, quand on était pirate, je vous dis ça parce que j'ai déjà regardé avant, en gros, il fallait réussir 3 épreuves pour devenir pirate. Et là, en gros, c'est le jury, juge, et voilà. Du coup, c'est des pirates. Là, en gros, ils creusent des trésors. Là, c'est quand c'était une des missions pour devenir pirate. En gros, c'était bien gardé par des chiens, et ça, c'est sa femme. Et en gros... C'est ça. Mais en gros, quand il réfléchit à des épreuves, sa femme s'est fait enlever. Il a recruté 3 pirates pour l'aider. Voilà, des potes ici. Et ils sont partis vers Monkey Island, évidemment. Qui est une île volcanique. Voilà, en rapide. Et en gros, quand il est retourné, eh bien, sa femme gérait déjà la situation et il a réussi à voir le pirate qui avait libéré sa femme, c'est-à-dire le Chuck, dans une explosion, bien sûr. Et là, j'en sais toujours pas parce que j'ai toujours pas regardé. Alors c'est quoi ça? Ok.
The map to the treasure had been torn into 4 pieces, which, let's face it, is about as piratey as it gets.
Ok.
Elaine always seems to know when I need her.
Ok.
The mysterious voodoo lady at the International House of Mojo
Lady Voodoo de la mission, d'accord.
doll, which came in handy more than once.
Ok, là on avait appris à faire des poupées vaudou, super.
Again, it came down to just me and LeChuck at the end. He was using magic, but then, so was I. One time, Elaine got turned into a statue. Well, LeChuck was behind it, of course. That guy never gives up. The fact that he turned her into a statue tells me LeChuck doesn't really love Elaine. He thinks of her as furniture. I got eaten by a snake. I erupted a volcano on purpose. There's not a lot I wouldn't do for Elaine.
Ok.
I got buried alive.
Très vivant, il avait déclenché l'éruption d'un volcan, mangé par un serpent.
It was around this time that I met Murray, the allegedly all-powerful demonic skull, after a rousing sea battle.
Ok.
Things backfired on LeChuck, because Elaine and I got married when it was all over.
Ah, il s'était marié avec... Enfin. Enfin marié, d'accord, à la fin, super.
This was a great day. Though in retrospect, we shouldn't have had the scum bar handle the catering. That's either Elaine's wedding veil or my handkerchief. We got them to match. This is the daisy we stomped on together. The wedding traditions are weird. Elaine and me together forever. The daggers are symbolic of cutting through troubles, I think.
Ok.
I wrote a great haiku for the wedding invitation.
Ok.
I don't know why you have to have candy-coated almonds at a wedding, but apparently you do.
Ok.
Oh man, this was that crazy time LeChuck teamed up with an
Avec un milliardaire australien.
and tried to use a mystical talisman to make Elaine his bride.
Ok, ouais.
Everything started because they thought Elaine was dead, so they held an election to replace her.
Ok.
The ultimate insult wasn't really ultimate, or even an insult at all. Or was it? LeChuck and I battled it out on a grand scale that time.
Attends, c'était
LeChuck
quoi?
and I battled it out on a grand scale.
Ah oui, d'accord, c'était des robots,
I
super.
made a goofy monster out of prosthetic body parts. It didn't help with anything, but I had fun doing it.
Ok.
LeChuck and I battled it out on a grand scale that time. Then there was the time I accidentally let loose LeChuck's pox over the
Répandant la
entire
peste de LeChuck sur la totalité des Caraïbes. C'est quoi ça?
For a while. It came in handy. The
D'accord.
death card doesn't usually represent literal physical death, except when it does.
Ok.
I went on trial for my life on 4 separate charges. I defended myself, of course. Oh, here's that voodoo doll from the end of my Big Whoop adventure.
Oh non, la poupée vaudou, elle est cassée.
With this. His leg came off as easy as tearing a loaf of bread.
Ok. Un peu plus tard, racheter du papier pour la suite de mes aventures. Ok. Ok, du coup, là, on a revu la plupart des aventures. Attends, juste aller baisser un peu l'audio. On va le mettre à 90. Voilà, c'est bien. Bon, on y va, nouvelle partie. Toute l'histoire et tout le fun, mais des énigmes plus relax pour les joueurs ne disposant pas forcément de beaucoup de temps. Des énigmes plus nombreuses et plus difficiles. Show me the money pour les pros du jeu d'aventure qui veulent vivre. Oh, vas-y. Allez, on y va en difficile. Prélude, une histoire inattendue commence. En salle, check.
Guybrush, come over here, gently now. Remove my mask.
Will you promise to stop picking on me?
All right, I promise. Anything. Just put my leg back on.
Hey, you kids. You're not supposed to be in here.
Ah, j'aime bien le style.
Let's goof on those two. Pretend they're our parents.
Yeah! Sorry we ran off. You were probably worried about murderers and ne'er-do-wells.
Don't worry, I found him.
Trop con. Mais trop bien.
Come on, let's go.
Let's pretend I have powers that make lightning come out of my eyes.
It's so lifelike.
I wonder if it's real.
Peut-être juste un peu en mode. Ah ok, je peux pas accéder aux paramètres.
Sorry, boys, could you stop following us? It's creepy.
Le pauvre.
Come on,
Le pauvre.
I saw a scurvy dog shack back there.
Scurvy dogs. I've never had one of those.
No way, you have to try one. It's the best thing you'll ever eat in your life. No fooling.
Wow.
Ok, ok, tout ce jet avec des clics. C'est quoi ça? Lire le panneau. Exposition annulée, d'accord. Oh, le rat dégueulasse. Le rat qui chill.
Let's not go back there again. We'll just get yelled at.
Yeah, let's get scurvy dogs instead. I'm hungry.
Y'a quoi là? On peut pas aller là?
It's locked. Maybe one of the shops has a key.
On a un sac, c'est quoi? Acheter des scorbut dogs, trouver la clé des latrines. Chucky a souvent de bonnes idées.
We gotta get to scurvy dogs. I can't believe you never had one.
Ok, on va y aller. Hop, allons-y. Bonjour monsieur. Oh, il a pas mis à la mouche dégueulasse.
They put it on a leg to keep you from walking off with it.
Some places you go have scurvy dogs with cheese inside.
Those glasses are thicker than the layer of grease on the floor.
Ouais, question au vendeur.
Kids better have money.
Yeah, we've got all kinds of money.
Ah, d'accord. Bah non, des scorbut dogs du coup.
Scurvy dogs?
Sure. If you give me a piece of 8, that's money that grown-ups use.
I know what a piece of 8 is.
Good for you. You can have a couple of dogs if you give me one.
Please? Can't you spare something for a couple of hungry kids?
Ça me met bien de fou.
Listen up, you little moocher. Let me tell you something. I don't like
Ah, il aime pas les enfants.
I'm an honest businessman trying to make an honest living. I don't need 50 kids a day coming in and wasting my time trying to get me to give them free food.
Bon, ouais, tant pis, hein. Tant pis, tant pis.
I guess never mind.
Hey, I know. Let's look for change in the outhouse across the way.
Ah, c'est pour ça qu'on devait aller, d'accord.
When they sit down in there.
C'est pour ça qu'on devait aller, ok. On va aller aux latrines. On peut prendre la clé ou pas?
I'll bring this right back, sir.
You'd be wise chance to do that. I got the leg from the last kid who didn't bring back the key.
Allez, on y va.
Wakey, wakey, Mr. Pirate. Hello? Boo!
Ha! He's dead to the world.
Il dort bien le salaud.
Sounds real. This would be great for apple bobbing.
I once had the hiccups for 4 days straight.
Il est trop chiant. Non mais on a la clé là.
It's locked. Good thing I've got the key in
Ah
my
ok.
pocket.
Good, you unlocked it.
Ah d'accord, on fait comme ça pour l'utiliser, ok. Lire le panneau.
Please wash hands before leaving outhouse.
Oh, mais l'eau elle est
You
dégueulasse.
know you can keep a scurvy dog warm by sticking
Oh
it in
non,
the armpit.
ah.
It isn't a piece of 8, but it's a round piece of metal about the same size and shape as a piece of 8.
That's called a slug. It's like a fake coin.
Gross.
Non mais on va pas regarder
Why
dedans.
don't you look in the toilet?
No
Non,
way.
pitié.
You do it.
Et voilà,
Okay.
pitié. Oh, c'est dégueulasse.
Gross.
Bah ouais, mais y a pas trop du coup.
A fake coin is almost as good as a real coin.
Bon bah maintenant on a la fausse pièce, super. Me laver les mains.
I'm not touching that gunk. It seems more like something Chucky would do.
Oh, c'est dégueulasse de fou. On peut pas aller là-bas pour le moment, non.
In France, they call a scurvy dog a chien scorbut.
Des chiens chaunes. Mais on va attendre. On peut pas le payer maintenant? Attends, mais déjà,
That's where the outhouse key was.
on va remettre déjà.
Look, I'm returning the key.
You want a medal?
Bah oui. Faut acquitter de vos obligations latrinesques.
What can we get with this?
Oh, il était aux toilettes. Oh, c'est
Tastes like a
dégueulasse.
piece of 8. Enough for a couple of scurvy dogs if you want.
Bah parfait. Parfait, let's go.
Boy.
What
Miam,
are
miam.
you getting?
What?
Just kidding. Here's yours.
Oh, il y a des mouches dessus et tout. C'est dégueulasse. Oh, il y a des mouches, des poils et tout. C'est dégueulasse.
This is the perfect food. What do you want to do now?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Attends, on peut pas manger le boucher là?
So good.
On peut pas en remanger? On peut pas en remanger?
I'm having these for breakfast, lunch, and dinner forever.
On peut le finir ou pas?
Yum. This is the perfect
Oh, c'est
food.
impossible à finir. Attaché Chucky.
Hey, Chucky, stand over here for a minute.
No way.
Fouiné.
Hey, Chucky, get ready to run. I guess they don't like visitors.
Bon bah on va à droite.
That's my friend D. Hey D,
Hey, Chucky, what are you jerk faces up to?
we just got here.
I'm making a list of stuff to do.
Give me that. I'm an expert planner.
Comment ça, on va faire quoi là?
There. Perfect. See you around the park, shitheads.
Bah let's go. C'est quoi ça? Oh là, attends, s'amuser à explorer les environs, examiner l'encre, battre Chucky à la course, donner à manger au canard, ajouter de la sauce à mon scorbudog, s'entraîner à la stream, trouver un trèfle à 4 feuilles, faire un vœu au puits à souhait et trouver nos vrais parents. Ah oui, enfin trouver nos vrais parents, mais ça c'est à la fin.
That's a cool anchor.
That just shows how little you know about anchors. This one's not a very good example. You'd know that if you read as much about anchors
Oh,
as I have.
oh, il casse les couilles.
Did you know that anchors originally weren't designed to hold ships in place? They
Ah
were
ouais?
used in combat, shot from cannons as a grapple when you were trying to board another ship. They started making them
Ah carrément il s'est endormi.
to do more damage that way.
D'accord, d'accord, d'accord.
Then people noticed what happened when you missed the other ship and hit
Comment ça va,
the
Paul?
sea bottom instead.
Oui d'accord, d'accord, ouais.
Bow-shaped
Oh,
design
ouais,
was
d'accord.
actually less effective than the sharper
D'accord.
V-shaped design that was popular last century. But But the
D'accord.
older design went out of fashion after sailors started to think the letter V was bad luck. You can still
D'accord.
find the old kind around sometimes, but collectors have grabbed most of them. On
Ok.
a modern anchor, if you look
D'accord.
close, you can tell that one side is a little larger than the other. That's to prevent what's called plummeting, where the anchor goes down too evenly, and then it doesn't catch well on the bottom. The little flanges at the tips are at different angles to make it twist on the way down for the same reason.
D'accord.
Most anchors these days are made of iron, and you have to recast them
d'accord.
twice a year because they rust. About 30 years
Oui,
ago,
d'accord.
somebody thought of a way to get around that by making them out of wood instead.
D'accord.
Kinds of people invested a lot of money in these
Mais non, mais-
wooden anchor companies.
Mais mon personnage s'est endormi.
The only way they could keep them
D'accord.
from floating was to attach another anchor. And so they gave up and went back to the old way. The word
C'est bon?
anchor comes from the Sanskrit word nagara.
D'accord.
meaning City. They're called that because when
D'accord.
you stop in the middle of the ocean, it's
Ok.
like you meet port at an invisible city. Yeah,
Haha,
I'm
c'est trop
kind of
marrant.
an expert on anchors. I read a lot.
Ah, c'est bon. Ok, et en gros, elle disait que l'encre... Mais en vrai, c'est archi intéressant. Hein.
I can stand on my head without using my hands.
Mais genre, le fait que les encres avant, elles étaient faites pour attaquer. Ah merde, attendez, j'ai triché. Viens mon sang, Saram. Merci Shiny. Merde, 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 attendez, et on peut refaire la, on peut refaire la course s'il vous plaît.
Wanna race?
Ok, ok, vas-y, on fait la course.
I'll officiate. 3, 2, 1, go!
Oh, je l'ai fumé. Je peux connu. Ah non, putain, je vais faire... Ah non, je vais pleurer. On va les couilles. Ok. Il a dit que t'étais ton... T'étais ton streamer, bref. Let's go. Pas abonné. Ah mais attendez, attends. Oui, non, mais on va y aller plus tard. Mais maintenant, il a pas de truc à faire, là? Merci bien. Comme jeu qu'il n'y a pas. Mais c'est Return to Monkey Island. Et à ce qui paraît, le jeu est trop bien de fou. Prendre du pain.
Hey, hands off.
Mais quoi? Mais si, j'ai le droit de prendre du pain. Parle au couple.
Yes.
Ah, attendez. Quoi un peu? C'est un jeu d'énigmes. Ah, merci bien, Katera, merci beaucoup. C'est un jeu d'énigmes, et en plus, j'ai mis le mode difficile qui disait mode difficile. Si vous voulez avoir plus d'énigmes et plus compliqué, mettez le mode difficile. Let's go! Mais là, on est au tout début du jeu, du coup, c'est plutôt du lore. C'est plutôt du lore, quoi. D'accord. Est-ce que vous pourriez nous donner un peu de pain pour qu'on puisse en donner au canard, d'accord? Oui. Vous voulez bien encore faire semblant d'être nos parents? Ouais, non, attendez. Demandez du pain.
I don't think so. We brought it for ourselves.
Mais ta grand-mère, toi?
I wonder what's in that basket. Let's find out.
What do you think you're doing these days?
Il est en train de les voler.
Guard for personal property.
And no respect for your elders.
I
Okay.
have half a mind to give you a piece of my mind.
And I've got the other half.
Blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah.
Blah 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 blah. Blah blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
D'accord, ouais.
Blah blah.
Oh, tuez-moi. Oh, tuez-moi.
Blah 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 blah.
Attends, je peux prendre du pain là ou pas? Oh, j'ai pu prendre du pain. Attends, mais est-ce que maintenant avec le pain, je peux nourrir les... eux ou pas? Je peux nourrir les connards ou pas? Attendez. Mais attends, je peux, non?
Did you know your feet won't smell?
Nourrir le canard. L'enrêve type. Non, mais c'est qu'en gros aussi, et on a eu un peu un moment intro où on a connu plus d'histoire, mais ça, c'est au tout début. Où en gros, normalement, l'histoire parle d'un pirate qui s'est marié, qui a eu plein d'aventures contre le méchant, voilà.
You can never hope to beat me.
No way! You'll never catch up to my level!
Et là, du coup, on a commencé à jouer avec des enfants, mais du coup, là, on est vraiment au tout début, on comprend pas trop ce
You guys are
que...
both pretty weak.
Well,
qu'on fait vraiment ici, quoi.
that was fun.
Tu vois, on a joué au pirate. Tu t'es entraîné au combat au sabre, toi, ou pas?
Want a sword fight with me?
I've seen you fight. Come back in a few years, maybe.
Attends, oui. Parce qu'on a liste des trucs à faire. Ajouter de la sauce à mon scorbut dog. Trouver un trèfle à 4 feuilles. Faire un vœu au puits des souhaits. D'accord. Ah, chercher un trèfle à 4 feuilles.
Let's look for a four-leaf clover.
Okay.
Good luck with that.
Ah, est-ce qu'il va y avoir une énigme ou pas? Bah là, juste là, il est là. Il est là.
I found one.
Let's go!
Awesome.
There was still one left. Darn.
C'est quoi là-bas? Mais pourquoi il y a quelqu'un qui s'amuse sans moi? Bon, allez, on y va. Pour un souhait.
I should
Pétard.
find a coin to throw in.
At home, I've got a collection of old scurvy dog sticks that fills a whole shoebox.
Ah, mais j'ai plus de pièces là. Ah merde, attendez, je peux pas faire de... Je peux pas faire de vœux dans le puits à souhait. Attends, y a pas un truc dans la poubelle? Ah merde, non, c'est chiant. Parce qu'en gros, pour faire un vœu, il faut une pièce. Mais moi, j'ai plus de pièces parce que je suis pauvre. Y'a pas des trucs pour avoir de la thune là? T'as pas eu ta pièce? Mais non, je l'ai payé pour me payer. Et pour me payer à manger. Ouvrir le portail.
We're done here. We might not be able to come back if we head this way.
Ah non, et on pourra... Ah, mais il y a une pièce. Oh, il y avait vraiment une pièce par terre. Oh, le débile. Je souhaite que Chucky ait une moustache, je souhaite que Didi disparaisse, je souhaite d'une plante trop cool, je souhaite un deuxième Scorbut Dog. Je souhaite qu'on soit capable de parler à l'envers. Que Chucky ait une moustache.
Chucky had a mustache.
Ah, c'était sûr. Ça met bien... Ça met bien de vous. Ok, attendez, j'avais juste un dernier truc à faire. Ajouter de la sauce à mon Scorbut Dog. Mais je peux en ajouter comment? Attends, est-ce que je peux mettre de la sauce poubelle? Ah mais non, attends, et ils ont sûrement un truc dans leur panier, eux.
I once got a scurvy dog that was bigger than my head.
La sauce poubelle. La secret sauce. Attends. Ah mais non, mais... Bah non. Bah oui, elle est là, là.
You're not gonna touch the ground with your scurvy dog.
No, of course not. Gross. What's this red glob on the ground?
That's ketchup. It's supposed to be really good with scurvy dogs.
Ah mais j'ai envie de le prendre avec le Scorbut Dog, moi.
You're not gonna touch the ground with your scurvy dog.
Voilà,
You
ramassé.
should put that on your scurvy dog.
Voilà, on l'a ramassé, du coup là, on peut faire comme ça. Mama, et là on en mange une bouchée. Oh, regardez quoi. Non mais par contre, en vrai, le style graphique du jeu, je le trouve vraiment trop bien.
Whoops.
Genre les personnages comme ça et les petites animations un peu à droite à gauche, je les trouve vraiment trop cool. Allez, on y va.
This place is fun.
Cassons-nous. Ouais, oula. Ah, y'a un petit bateau. Salut, papa!
Hey, Dad.
Hello, Mr. Threepwood.
Hey, kids. Having fun?
Yeah.
We got scurvy dogs.
Those have toenails and stuff in them. Ugh, I read about it.
And we were playing your adventures. We just did. Big whoop.
Big whoop. Oh,
Mais c'est
boy.
ça. Mais c'est parce que
That takes me back.
Mais parce que dans les anciens...
He asked me to put his leg back on.
Dans les anciens Monkey Island, le personnage principal, c'était le
You guys
père.
always make up the craziest stuff for the ending of that story.
It's fun.
But you can't just change it around. That's not how storytelling works.
A lot of your stories don't feel like they're finished at the end.
What do you mean?
Well, like, there's this one that you call The Secret of Monkey Island, where you went to Monkey Island and fought LeChuck.
Oh,
Oh!
that story has a great ending. There's punching and fireworks. I thought you liked that one.
But you never did find the secret. Not the real one.
Sure, but that's not what that story was about. Kids, let me tell you a story that is about finding the secret of Monkey Island.
Ah!
A long story.
I think maybe I gotta go use the bathroom or something.
Mais genre vraiment là, le style graphique, je
I have
le
to go,
kiffe trop, hein.
Walk my tarantula.
Maybe I should go with them.
No, stick around. This is a good one. See, there was a rumor going around that my old nemesis, LeChuck, had
C'est du lore,
somehow
hein. Écoutez.
discovered the exact location of the secret of Monkey Island. I
Ok.
knew I had to get it before he did, so I went to Melee to get my own expedition started and beat him to the punch.
C'est vraiment beau de fou, j'adore. plus profond des Caraïbes. L'île de Melee. L'île de Smash Bros Melee. Ah, mais ok. Ah, mais ok. Ah. Ah, j'avais pas compris. Ok. Mais du coup, là, en fait, et on a joué l'enfant pour un peu la phase tuto, mais en fait, nous, on va jouer l'histoire qu'il raconte à son fils. Oh, c'est les deux fous. Par contre, j'ai l'impression que ma caméra bug des fois, là. Saute OMG. OMG. Par contre, c'est bien, hein. Quelque part. Non, 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 faut juste attendre. Et en fait, ils mettent les crédits au tout début. Oh, mais la musique est trop bien! La musique est trop bien de fou! Première partie, un lieu familier!
Feels good to be back on Melee Island, the hub of pirating in the Caribbean, where every good expedition begins. I'll see some old pals and get things rolling. Or sailing in this case.
Ok.
Hi, I'm Guy.
Bon ça, chef.
Remember me?
Haven't seen you in a while, Threepwood. What have you been up to?
Oh, you know, freebooting mostly, swashing buckles and so on. But now I'm getting an expedition together to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, you're sailing with LeChuck?
What? LeChuck's here in Melee? Is there widespread panic? Are people evacuating?
He doesn't seem interested in carnage at the moment. Ship's just here taking on supplies and crew, as far as I can tell.
Anyway, no, I'm not sailing with LeChuck. You know my history with him.
Le check en lui a fan. C'est un maléfique pirate fantôme zombie qui sème la terreur dans les. Nous sommes les depuis le début de ma carrière de pirate. Faut toujours qui. Ah, je vais monter la première expédition, la mienne.
Mine.
Well, you'd better get cracking then. LeChuck's loading up on the outer dock as we speak.
Well, I'm gonna hire a ship and a crew and beat him to the punch. As soon as I can get someone to back the venture. I'm a little short on funds at the moment.
In that case, you'll want to go talk to the pirate leaders at the Scum Bar.
Exactly.
Au Scum Bar, ok, ouais.
It'll be great to see those old guys again. We'll knock back a grog and hash out the details.
Scum Bar, by the docks. Long
Okay.
table in the back.
I know where I'm going.
We'll see.
I detect a certain resemblance here.
Yes, it looks a lot like an owl, doesn't it?
I could stare at this forever, but that wouldn't be much fun for you.
Ah, là on est bien.
Shouldn't you be on your way to the Scum Bar to talk to the
Ok, si, j'y vais.
I was just about to head down there.
C'est vers les quais le Scum Bar, on y va.
Re-elect Governor Carla. She's hard on softness.
Ça marche à nuit. Merci de tous le préciser. C'est quoi ça? Ah non, c'est le Chuck. Vas-y, attends, je vais aller le voir.
I'll talk to the pirate leaders before I go see what LeChuck is up to.
Ok, vas-y, on y va. Ah, c'est le Scum Bar.
Some things never change. The Scum Bar will be here as long as there are
Les
pirates.
gros gueux.
Vampire
Yo, les
ones-
gros gueux, ça faisait un petit temps que je n'étais point venu en cette demeure.
Comment ça va, Raven? Hey, c'est lui, pirate. Parlez aux pirates.
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition. In the back.
Dans l'air sale.
It's a book for storing collectible trivia cards.
Ok.
Looks like someone just left it here unattended.
Je vais le prendre, hein. Oh, attends. À l'arrière du Scum Bar se trouve. Waouh. C'est quoi cette
I'm here
merde?
to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
Ok, ouais. Est-ce qu'on a autre truc à faire ici? Non, mais par contre, ça, je trouve ça trop stylé, hein. Mais le fait qu'il y ait... Enfin, vraiment, genre les petites animations de personnages comme ça, mais le fait qu'il y ait le truc en avant comme ça, non, je trouve ça vraiment trop bien fait de fou.
Looks like a circus act. Maybe.
Ok, est-ce qu'il y a d'autres trucs à faire ou pas?
I really need to talk with the pirate leaders first.
Ok, du coup, il y a la cuisine. Je trouve la cuisine. Let's go! Ça me fume, on va avoir plein de petites cartes avec des quiz.
Have you seen the pirate leaders around? This is their table. In fact, you'd probably better move. You don't want to get caught sitting here.
It's our table, Rummy.
We're the pirate leaders. Get lost.
Ils sont les trois vieux là.
Who used to hold court here?
Who cares?
Probably crying in an alley somewhere, wishing they were still relevant.
Making up trials for each other and writing memoirs that no one will read.
Ok. Ah, je savais pas qu'il y a eu un changement de direction.
Leadership.
Oh no. Did nobody remember to notify you? Maybe your party invite got lost in the mail.
Est-ce que... Ça vaut que je dois m'adresser pour discuter du financement d'une expédition.
I should talk to about financing an expedition?
An expedition. Who is it that you think you are exactly?
I'm Guybrush Threepwood. Probably you've heard of me.
Tu me réponds non.
Permission to slaughter the annoying old wastrel man, Captain Madison.
Wait, it was Captain Madison? She's like famous! I've got her on a trading card. Her plunder stats are amazing!
Plunder stats aren't everything.
Then the others were Captain Lila and Captain Trent?
Non,
It was
jamais fait.
Lila who
Mais,
threatened to kill
mais je dois le faire
Look,
aussi.
they weren't that great, okay? Listen to the story.
Want me to slaughter him? Don't bother. He's just a harmless hack who thinks he has a good idea for a pirate raid.
Je trouve ce serait l'île des singes.
The secret Monkey Island.
You're wasting our time.
The secret? I didn't think that was even a real
Ah,
thing.
il est intéressant à gauche là. Ah, c'est un authentique mystère qui doit être résolu.
It must be solved.
The only mystery here is who let you into this bar.
Okay, I'm sensing some reluctance, but hear me out.
Est-ce que vous pouvez... voilà.
Consider advancing me some funds.
Aidez-moi
It's a
de l'argent, s'il vous
surefire
plaît.
investment. Triple your money or your money back.
Not interested.
Ah. Est-ce qu'il y en a un disponible ou pas?
Me towards an available ship?
You don't even have a ship? You're really up a creek.
Up a creek without a ship.
If you don't take this opportunity, LeChuck will grab it.
LeChuck?
Yes, the dreaded zombie ghost pirate LeChuck himself is also going after the secret. He's here in Melee getting ready right now. If that doesn't prove it's a worthwhile venture, I don't know what else to tell you.
Great. Problem solved.
Ils en ont rien à foutre. Non.
No, of course not. Why waste money on an expedition when you can just join the one that's already going? Have fun with your scary ghost friend. Bye-bye.
Well, the slight problem with that idea is that LeChuck and I are basically mortal enemies.
Ils en ont rien à foutre. Ils en ont rien à foutre.
Fine. I don't need you or your money. I can do this on my own. If I can't buy a ship, I'll steal
Trop
one.
con.
I'm a pirate.
C'est trop
Find a
con.
way to get to Monkey Island no matter what it takes.
Et oh, s'il parle dehors, ça me met trop bien. Ah non, c'est bon.
I like the old pirate leaders better.
Oh, vraiment le fait d'insulter, puis de courir en arrière, puis réinsulter, puis recourir. Non, ça me met trop bien. Ah, vraiment aucun sens. C'est quoi? Allez vers la rue basse. Madame.
Elaine?
Ah, c'est sa femme.
Wait, are you going to tell a mushy part now?
A little, but I can skip over the hugs and kisses. Elaine!
Guybrush.
Combien de temps ça... Non mais c'est la pire phrase du monde. Combien de temps ça... Non. Alors ton projet de prévention contre le scorbut?
It's great! We're going to get a lot of limes to a lot of sailors and save a lot of lives. I've got to come up with a way to deal with Captain Madison, though. The pressure she's putting on the town is making it hard for social programs like mine.
Et on dirait pas la daronne dans la famille pirate? Wesh. Mais c'est clairement la daronne dans la famille pirate, mais avec des cheveux plus longs. Oh, ouais, non. Super. Comment ça va, j'y vais? Tu n'aurais pas un navire à quai par hasard?
No, silly. I came on a charter. Just like you.
Yeah, I figured that, but it never hurts to ask. I'm finding it harder than I thought to get hold of a ship and a crew for my expedition. The new local leadership was less than supportive.
Why don't you ask around at the docks? I'm sure you can find something.
Non, mais, ah, mais c'est vrai que je suis pas allé au quai après. Ah, mais je vois que toi aussi t'as des problèmes avec la Captain Madison.
I don't like her. She's the one who pushed to shut down the shipyard.
She doesn't understand the value of the secret of Monkey Island.
She laughed at me.
Oh, il y a un rat derrière. Vous avez vu le rat sur la statue là?
And a lousy sense of humor.
Oh, dégueulasse. Ah, je me sens mieux rien que d'avoir parlé. Mam. Bon, allez, je me casse.
Oh, so do I.
On peut parler au rat ou pas?
Bye.
Bye.
Wesh, elle a couru carrément.
The problem with this statue is it's not a statue of Elaine, the best ever governor of Melee.
Oh, le suceur. Lire le tract, c'est quoi?
It's Elaine's flyer about how limes combat scurvy. It's important, but
Ok.
boy, I've never once made it all the way to the end. Elaine would
Ok, je le
kill
prends.
me if she caught me
Ah non, mais
down
non.
with flyers.
Oh, les soldes.
They're having a half off sale.
Non mais vrai vaudou, fermeture prochaine. Ah là là. Ah ouais, grand voyant médium. Y'a un truc à gauche? Y'a rien. Ouais, attends, je vais y aller. Salut. Attends, j'ai quoi dans mon inventaire en fait?
International House of Mojo. This place hasn't changed in years.
Oh, ouah, les soldes de fou.
Welcome, Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again.
I have been waiting for you.
Tu veux dire depuis la dernière fois qu'on s'est vu, mais ça fait des années. Je pars à la recherche du Cérélie les singes, je n'aurais pas une importante somme d'argent que je serais prête à investir là. Connais-tu les NFT?
I cannot give you what you wish. But perhaps I can help in another way. Allow me to seek knowledge on your behalf.
Oui, vas-y.
Cost me anything?
Scrutez-moi, madame.
Free will.
Ta fierté est ton libre arbitre.
The way to the secret is like a serpent which swallows itself.
D'accord, d'accord.
Many obstacles lie ahead.
Serpent, obstacles, got it.
Ah. C'est de l'acide son truc là.
You must walk the path. Yet you have already walked the path.
And now I'm going back again.
When you are unsure of the way forward, open this book for guidance on what is to come.
It can tell me my future?
In a way, think of it as a book of hints.
Et là, c'est comme ça qu'ils...
A book of hints.
Attends, est-ce qu'ils introduisent les indices comme ça, là?
Diminishes the voyage.
Thanks.
No charge. Now
Ça
you
me met
must
trop bien.
go. I have a luncheon, and your destiny lies at the docks.
It does?
Most assuredly.
Ok. Ah oui, non, voilà, c'est voilà, c'est bien ça. C'est bien ça. Attends, est-ce qu'il y a d'autres trucs à faire là ou pas? Super pépette. Ouais, je pense on l'appelle pas pépette, elle.
I've got a few coins for incidentals.
Obtenir ou trouver un bateau, trouver... Oui, non, mais ça... C'est quoi, ça?
The sign says, at Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon. Back shortly.
D'accord.
Looks like Wally's got a new place in Melee. I hope he's not still sore about the monocle.
Ok.
Oh yeah, that clock has been broken for decades now.
Lire le panneau.
Property foreclosed by order of Madison Enterprises.
Ok.
Oh, this was my favorite novelty store.
Est-ce qu'il y a d'autres trucs? Graffiti, c'est quoi?
What kind of person would just paint on a wall like that?
Ok. Oh là, la vieille dame.
Hi.
Everybody thinks they know more than the other.
Okay.
Ok. C'est l'ancienne épicerie, d'accord.
Note says, forced to close. Thanks for the
Merci.
memories.
Merci pour les souvenirs, mais de l'argent nous aurait été plus utile. Ah d'accord.
Looks like a volcano island with horns that swallowed a bat.
Non mais est-ce que ça se remplit des fois ou pas aussi, encore? Ouais non, j'ai pas l'impression. Vas-y, je vais explorer un peu là. Rends visite à la serrurière. Bonjour.
Hi there, newcomer.
Hi there.
Livre élégant.
End of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
I see a peninsula trailing off into small islands, but no X marks the spot.
It's southern Florida. I have family there.
Ok, ouais. Boîte ingénieuse encastrée.
It's a locksmithing test.
Close it all up, and if you get the key out, you pass?
That's the beginner level, yes. The real challenge is to lock the larger box inside the smaller one.
Ça peut être une énigme ou pas, ça?
These are nice.
Thanks.
Ah merde, non. Putain, mais moi je veux des énigmes là.
Hi there.
Hi there. Are these for customers?
Hands off. Those are my last crackers.
On peut même pas manger.
What's this key?
That's for a lockable quiver. And please
Okay.
don't touch the glass.
Sympa la
That's an
machine.
impressive machine.
Yep. This wouldn't be much of a lock shop without a key grinder.
I see everyone in that portrait has lovely locks.
If you have to make a pun, at least make a good one.
Handsome looking parrot.
And also vicious. But it was my mother's favorite.
Putain, il est vraiment bien. Ok, vas-y, y'a quoi d'autre? Visiter la prison. Souvenir, comment ça?
Aw, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she showed me she only needed me to risk
Oh,
my...
c'est beau. On
Also,
va aller visiter la prison.
A visitor.
C'est qui? Ah, mais je peux pas les recruter pour mon équipage.
Howdy, kid.
And Stan, Otis, old pal. You haven't changed much since I last saw you.
I blame the government.
In fact, didn't we first meet right here?
Not at all. I was in the other cell that time. You look different somehow.
Nous aussi, graphique,
No
non.
art style?
Oh, nice of you to notice.
Ça met trop bien. Ah non, j'ai trop envie de savoir la raison.
I'm a victim of circumstance.
Oui, vas-y.
Circumstance being that too much attention gets paid to little things that don't hurt anyone, while hard killers roam the streets with pistols and swords.
Ok, ouais. Non mais du coup, pour
I
quel
noticed you
crime?
didn't say what crime they locked you up for.
It was nothing. I was just picking some flowers.
In the forest?
Non.
No, that's illegal. I learned my lesson. I picked them from the governor's garden instead.
Ça va.
Picking flowers from the governor's garden sounds like an
Bon,
obvious choice.
et on lui fait un peu la morale, hein.
We used to be friends. Sort of. Anyway, they aren't even her flowers. Taxes.
Ce sont nos impôts qui les payent.
I don't know why anyone bothers me about it. I don't hurt anybody.
Well,
I
except
don't touch
flowers.
anybody.
Annuals. They're doomed anyway.
Mais attends, j'ai trop envie de l'avoir dans mon équipage, lui.
Big news. I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
Et lui, il a l'air trop marrant.
Fantastic. You know what I remember most about Monkey Island? The time you busted me out of jail right before we went there. I don't cruise ships anymore. But maybe you can still help me out. Like you did all those years ago.
Possibly, though it was kind of tricky last time, and I didn't get much out of it in the end.
I would be most appreciative. A locksmith has opened.
Mais le deuxième,
conveniently across
il est en
the
full stress, hein.
I am told locksmiths can make keys for things. Things like cell doors.
Imagine that.
Guybrush, you gotta get me out of here. It's custard night. I don't think.
Crème anglaise besoin au dessert.
I'll make it my number 3 priority.
Thanks.
Examiner la
I think
serrure.
there's some writing on it, but it's too tiny to read.
Ok, il faudra une loupe. Prendre la carte à collectionner. Oh, let's go!
In here, son. It's like
Ah mais non, mais je l'ai pas. Lui. Non! Ah mais je l'avais pas, je connais pas assez le jeu.
how's your day going?
It says jail rules. 1. No escaping.
C'est trop con de fou. Règle de la prison, numéro 1. Restez.
Hey, Stan.
Hello there, son.
Allez, qu'est-ce qu'il a fait lui?
That got you arrested.
Let me tell you something, son. It's not what a man does that matters. It's who he is. Maybe one day, in a moment of weakness, he crosses a line. But if he's confident about what's in his heart, he can hold his head high. And you know what's in my heart, son?
Blood and goopy stuff?
People. People
Ah
are
merde.
in my heart. Anything I may have allegedly done, you can be sure I did it because I care about people.
Oh, c'est les pires excuses. Non, 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 vas-y, qu'est-ce qu'il a fait?
Allegedly do for people that got you arrested?
I gave them what they wanted. Now, naturally, people don't always know that they want the things they want.
Okay.
Sometimes it takes a man with a talent like mine to show them the way.
Okay.
Sometimes people who are jealous of that sort of talent will try to put all sorts of
Oh, j'en peux plus de ses bras. Je vais péter un câble.
They use hurtful words like scam and misrepresentation and even fraud.
Les NFT, les NFT.
Is natural as the rocks and the trees and the Malay Island flounder birds, and that's why I'm not worried. I'm awaiting final judgment of the court, but I'm certain I'll be acquitted. They don't hang people for marketing.
Oh, il a vendu des NFT, c'est sûr. Tu travaillais pas au sein d'un cabinet d'avocats à un moment?
You used to have a law practice or something?
Used to, but I was disbarred for what we former law practitioners call moral turpitude.
Conduite immorale, non mais...
More or less, it's one of those handy catch-all words that you can use whatever you want because it doesn't mean anything specific.
Alors, par contre, les mecs qui ont écrit les textes, ils sont vraiment trop forts de fou. Hein.
I was really hoping to buy a ship from you.
Well, now, normally, I would do absolutely anything to get you into a comfortable ride right away. But my hands are tied. I'm shackled. I can't do it. Not at any price. I'm completely out of inventory. Every ship on the lot was seized by unscrupulous lawyers who don't care about your sailing needs the way I do.
Oh, that's terrible.
Believe me, I feel worse about it than you do.
Putain, mais... Non, je pense que les barreaux étaient juste comme ça. Ah ouais, attends. Il peut trouver un bateau si on le sort ou pas? Ah putain.
It pains me to lose a sail, but if you need to get off this island, you're gonna have to find another way.
Tu peux me recommander un confrère?
Any tips on how to steal a ship from someone else?
One word, son. Mutiny. Get yourself on board a worthy vessel, gain the confidence of the crew,
non mais c'est un malade mental.
And strike. If you don't get killed, look me up afterwards. I'll give you a good price for anything that can stay above the waterline. Naturally, it'll have to be store credit until I get back on my feet.
Ok, pour me recommander ou pas?
Stab me in the heart. You'd go to a competitor? Where's your loyalty, son?
Well, seeing as you're in jail and have no ships and can't help me, I thought...
It doesn't matter anyway. There's no competition. I drove them all out of business long ago. Nobody can play the angles like old Stan. I didn't really anticipate a situation like this one.
Arrête de déplacer, pitié. Pitié.
Okay.
Arrête.
Well, thanks, I guess.
Arrête de bouger.
I can do to help you, let me know. As long as it doesn't involve
Arrête.
you a ship.
Arrête, je vais péter un câble. Voilà, putain.
Yep.
Oh, il y a un rat. Ok, il y a quoi là-bas, là?
Carla.
C'est quoi cette merde?
Guybrush Threepwood.
Hello, Swordmaster.
Prepare to taste my blade, you washed up hack.
J'espère que tu as tout sauf ta cuisine. C'était quand la dernière fois que tu avais été. C'était pas dans l'esbrouf que j'excelle, mais en stream.
Anything but your cooking.
Low-hanging fruit, but it works.
It's nice to see you again.
You too.
Ok, ouais, ok, ouais. Alors, c'est comme d'être gouverneur.
It's not as straightforward as I'd hoped. For some reason, you can't just tell everyone what to do and assume they'll do it. That's new territory for me.
Not for me. Maybe I should be governor.
I heard from your wife. She's coming by to talk about scurvy legislation. I assume you're involved with that somehow?
Hélène m'a dit que le programme était entravé par le capitaine. Ah non, vas-y, on va laisser les Hélène parler. Voilà.
Elaine can handle it. She doesn't need me.
I don't doubt that, but it isn't about what she does or doesn't need. If it isn't about the scurvy project, why are you here?
Ah, voilà. Toi d'abord, qu'est-ce que tu fais ici? Mais c'est la pire question, elle est chez elle.
I'm looking for the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you. I don't have it.
Oh!
I'll be needing a crew. You interested?
Ha! I'd rather swallow a live badger than crew with you again. No offense intended.
So unlikely, but still possible?
No. You want a crew, go down to the docks and hire one.
Y a-t-il un programme? Ouais, attends.
Is there a government program that funds expeditions to find the secrets of Monkey Island?
Oh gosh, you're too late for that one. We canceled it last year.
Ah merde, trop chiant.
The funds to build a habitat for the rare Caribbean whining leech. There's a ship at the docks that's headed for Monkey Island.
I think you're talking about LeChuck's ship.
Do you want to go to Monkey Island or don't you?
Elaine says Captain Madison is hurting her scurvy project.
Not the legislative part, just the public funding. The town was in a bind a while back, and that so-and-so, Captain Madison, saw an opportunity. She lent us the cash we needed, but now we're up a creek paying the interest.
Ah merde.
Things like social programs, waste management, and town maintenance are all on the back burner.
I like that woman less every minute.
You and me both.
Bon, c'est bon, on a fini là ou pas?
I should let you get back to governing.
Yes, you should.
Carousel est
I
malon.
like your stuffed, guess it's a dog?
Please, take that and throw it away. It was a gift from the Earl of Thickwater, who is a contemptible pig.
Ah bah je le prends. J'ai petit animal en peluche.
It's soft and extra fuzzy. It's a lot of work being governor.
Attends, il y avait une carte là. Voilà. Mais non, mais je connais pas moi. Monkey Island 2, putain, mais c'est quoi? T'as peut-être la bouteille. Ok, non, c'est bon. Attends. Attends, il y a des livres. L'histoire sans fin du voyage infini. 1000 tours de voodoo à réaliser chez soi. Le grand atlas des cartes au trésor, ok. Ingrédients de Barbie le fait. Stratégie du combat internavire de cette peste de Captain Madison. Autobiographie de John Laney. Au bout de la planche.
The blurb says it's a solid if somewhat predictable story about a roguish pirate and a doomed romance with a woman of station.
Ok, ouais. Vas-y, on va faire un petit tour du palais. Ah merde. Bon bah on va pas faire du petit tour du palais, hein. Merde. C'était juste sans faire exprès. Bon allez, barrons-nous. Allons vers l'intérieur de l'île. Attends, on est où, On est là. Je vais aller au chantier naval, mais parce que là, on est déjà allé. Ah non, attends, on peut aller à la forêt. Attendez, je vais juste pisser, je reviens. Ok. Oh. Attendez, mais il y a un truc là-bas, là. C'est la forêt. Sur le panneau.
Warning. The dark forest ahead is deadly and twisty. Maps are highly recommended.
Ah, l'utilisation d'une carte est recommandée.
Oh, I used to love these when I was 6.
C'est quoi?
Museum of Pirate Lore.
Musée de la piraterie.
I used to love these when I was 6. Until I got trapped in one for 2 days. I think they're illegal now. Once upon a time, I won a t-shirt right here on the front lawn. At Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon. Back shortly.
Ah, d'accord, merde. Merde. En vrai, le problème, c'est que dès que je vais trop à gauche, eh bien, je quitte et je... Y'a quoi?
A classic specimen.
Oh non, une plante carnivore, c'est quoi? Mais... Oh, j'ai pas de carte. Allez, par ici.
Hopelessly lost without a map.
Ah ouais, non, mais ok, faut une carte. Ok, c'est de la merde. Ok, on va aller au chantier naval. Attends, mais y'a pas un truc à faire là-bas, là? Non, y'a rien à faire. Hein.
Wow, that's worse than I imagined.
Y'a rien du tout.
It's
Chose
a dried
étrange.
up old sea sponge. Looks like the only available ship on the island right now is LeChuck's.
Ok, elle dit quoi la note, là?
The assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a class action lawsuit. Have a nice day.
Bateau de casse tout neuf. Bon bah, on va aller... on va retourner là-bas, hein. Allons en bateau de LeChuck, hein. Le ship.
How clever.
Offre d'emploi.
Expedition to fabled Monkey Island. Crew positions available. Serve under LeChuck, the most fearsome pirate on the 8 seas. Equal opportunity employment.
On n'oublie pas que c'est l'ennemi juré de notre personnage, hein.
Looking for a job? Step this way.
The clipboard in your hand says you're the quartermaster.
The crew says I'm the quartermaster. Clipboard doesn't get a vote. You look like a guy without many options. You want a job? Short of swabby. LeChuck's an equal opportunity employer. Even humans are mostly tolerated.
Have you got anything more senior?
Well, I need a second mate, a bosun, a ship surgeon, and a gunner. Do you think you're qualified for any of those?
Ouais, deuxième lieutenant.
Do you honestly have any idea what a second mate does?
Goes to store openings and funerals and waits for the first mate to be incapacitated?
I thought so.
Bon, peut-être que Mou serait pas si mal, hein.
So bad after all.
The only requirement is that you bring your own mop. If you've got a mop, the job is... Hey, wait a minute. What's your name, sailor?
Smith John Smith. Andrew LeChuck, neveu. Andrew LeChuck, aucun nom de parenté. Smith. John Smith.
Uh-huh. LeChuck gave me a blacklist and you're on it. In fact, you are the blacklist. I'm sorry, I can't hire you. You're obviously Guybrush Threepwood.
Well,
ça met bien de
that's a
fou.
slight hitch.
I'm confused. Didn't you say you were gonna get your own ship?
Yes, but then suddenly I thought, why bother? I wanted a ship and a crew. Here was a ship and a crew. Ripe for the taking. All I had to do was get on board, wait for the right moment, and strike.
Strike?
Mutiny the crew, seize the ship. Be a pirate.
Except they wouldn't hire you because they knew who you were.
Yeah,
Ah, bah j'avoue que c'est un
that
peu
was
con là.
clever. Also, I needed a mop. I hope this isn't one of those party cruises. Looks like this is going to be a long journey.
Donc j'ai amené
No
l'affiche.
parking of demonic, ghostly, or undead vessels or scooters. Tuesdays 3 to 4.
Ok.
Say what you want about my evil, horrible nemesis LeChuck,
On y va, hein.
but he does know how to stock a ship.
Parce que de toute façon, on veut pas de nous.
Wally in such a hurry? He wouldn't sell us out to Madison, would he?
I believe he needed to relieve the pressure upon him in a different way.
Ok, ouais. Ça allait où?
This place has kind of gone downhill.
Ouais, Shiny. Putain, c'est vrai que là, la ville, elle semble vraiment sur son déclin. Pendant ce temps-là, à bord du bateau de LeChuck.
LeChuck, sir. Just thought I'd pop in and let you know. Preparations to set sail are almost done.
You have all the supplies for the spell to get to Monkey Island?
Check. Squid ink, chickens,
Bien poulet, souffle, cannelle.
monkey blood, mint, and an annoying skull.
Well done. Mark yourself down for one less lashing this voyage.
Funny story. Guybrush Threepwood tried to sign on to the
Threepwood? He must be looking for the secret too. That guy steals all my best ideas. Have him killed. Wait, let him live. I want him to see me sail
Alexei.
off for Monkey Island, knowing the secret is lost to him.
Je suis le méchant.
I want to bring this up one more time. Is searching for this mythical secret of Monkey Island a good idea?
Encore dormir sur le live.
Should we be out terrorizing the high seas, instilling fear, creating mayhem, being more on brand for LeChuck?
I've had enough of you questioning my orders. Finish loading the ship, and whatever you do, don't let Threepwood on board.
Very well.
Ça met bien. Ah, attendez, j'ai pas entré dans la ruelle ici, c'est vrai. Pour demain soir. Ça marche. Y'a quoi là? Ouvrir la
It seems
porte.
to be stuck closed.
On peut pas regarder ce qui se passe à l'intérieur là?
It seems to be stuck closed.
Merde. Attends, on peut peut-être l'écouter.
You have a key. You've got to open the door.
Ok, non, je sais ce que je vais faire déjà. Partir libérer les mecs de la prison.
Hi there.
Hiya. I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Locke Smith.
You're kidding, right?
Nope. And before you ask, yes, they did. Yes, it was. And they really, really wanted me to follow in the family business.
Ah! Vous pouvez fabriquer des clés pour ouvrir des choses. Pour moi, ça prend à la... D'accord.
Can you really make keys for stuff? That seems like a magic trick.
Modern locks have serial numbers that tell me all I need to know. No tricks necessary. Just information.
Ok, ouais.
It seems wrong that you can make a key from just the serial number.
It's a failsafe, in case people lose their key. You know how people are.
Ok.
Who's the old lady in the window across the way?
You mean Whitey Bones. She used to be the
La
Undertaker
fossoyeuse de la
years ago.
ville.
Seems to
Ah oui,
know a lot of
d'accord.
things that maybe don't quite fit together.
Aren't locks way less secure if all you need is a number to get a new key?
That's why you should never share the serial number with anyone.
Je sais pas si on perd en même temps sa clé et le numéro de série.
What happens if you lose your key and the serial number?
Pour aller ouvrir la prison évidemment.
Numbers are usually engraved on the locks, just in case. And if you lose the lock, chances are you don't need a new key.
Well, what's to stop me putting the serial number on someone else's lock and having a key made?
The numbers are printed small enough that you need a special tool to read them. Only a pro would have a tool like that.
Ah merde.
Can I borrow your lock serial number reading tool?
My magnifier? Not a chance. I
Ah
could be
merde.
drummed out of the union for that.
Ok, il nous faut une loupe.
Locksmith, you'll have to look elsewhere.
Ah merde.
I'm on a quest to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Exciting. The story in my family is that the secret is sort of like a key.
Ok.
One that
Oh.
opens all locks at once.
Ok. Tout à la fois, ça marcherait comment?
Well, how does that work?
Oh, la
No
construction
idea.
est trop nulle.
It's just a story. But I guess you'll find out soon enough.
Bon
I
allez.
think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything. I've got a system, and I don't like it disrupted.
En fait là, il me faudrait une loupe. C'est quoi?
Is that from a famous locksmith band or something?
My mother's band, the Golden Keys. They were named after some actual golden keys
Okay.
that she spent a bunch of time looking for.
C'est quoi ça?
Can I try out your key grinder?
No. I wouldn't want you to lose any fingers.
Bon bah on y va hein. Au revoir.
Looks sort of like an eye.
Ok, du coup, faut qu'on trouve une loupe. On y va. On y va, on y va, on y va. Mais attends, est-ce que chez elle, il pourrait pas y avoir un truc, là? Ok, attendez. Re-chef.
Ugh, looks like Carla wasn't too keen on getting her portrait done.
T'as pas une loupe? Non mais c'est trop chiant pour se parler, on est obligé de se battre. C'est chiant de fou.
Well, the mansion hasn't changed much. Elaine's style is still everywhere. Even the books are hers.
They're my books now, as you well know.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days.
Ok, ouais.
Other stuff.
Ok, ok, ok. Bon, on y va. Merde. Putain, j'ai encore quitté le jeu. Putain. J'aurais pas de quitter le jeu sans faire exprès. En fait, en fait, dès que je dois aller à gauche, eh bien, ça met sur mon écran de gauche. Putain. On va aller où? On est déjà allé au musée. Ah non, bah non, mais je pense qu'il faut retourner là-bas. Hein. Ah, attends, je peux retourner au poste de guet pour aller voir l'autre là, le vieux.
Hi again.
Je peux pas prendre ses lunettes pour faire loup?
And they won't fund my expedition. Why didn't you warn me?
Would you have listened?
Of course. Okay, no.
Non, non, mais il n'y a plus un ping, mais c'est juste que j'ai épinglé un message sans faire exprès.
I'm thinking about going on LeChuck's expedition after all.
I'm glad to hear you decided to patch things.
Parce qu'en gros, j'ai mis la souris à gauche et
I'm blacklisted.
ça m'a sorti de l'écran.
Go in disguise.
These Shakespearean comedies just write themselves.
Ça me pète les couilles, lui. Ok, on va les trouver, on va les trouver. Mais y'a pas un truc qu'on n'a pas encore inspecté là? Bon, je pense que c'est là-dedans, hein. C'est qui lui?
Hard to believe after all these years you're still here.
I was declared a historical landmark.
Déclaré monument historique. Ah ouais.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island. Wanna come?
I heard the secret is just some marketing gimmick Stan thought up. That only the gullible and naive would go looking for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the place does seem different from what I remember.
It's this new, younger generation of pirate leaders. Oh, they're highfalutin dark magic. Look at us. We're so much better than you because we don't drink grog before getting married. These kids today are all about sacking and pillaging. They've got no heart.
Ouais, parle-moi donc de Loom.
Oh, I'm so sick of pirates asking me about Loom. Get lost.
Pourquoi tu n'aurais pas ton badge demandé?
Take off the ask me about Loom button.
Ah mais oui, il a un...
Your
oui.
body is fused with it. I'm more button than man.
Je suis plus matchcom à ce stade.
Oh, come on. Tell me about Loom. For old time's sake.
Beat it.
Allez!
No.
Allez!
Fine. You mean the latest masterpiece of fantasy storytelling from Lucasfilm's Brian Moriarty? Why, it's an extraordinary adventure with an interface of magic. Stunning, high-resolution 3D landscapes. Sophisticated score.
Il est en train de faire le... Attends, mais il est en train de faire la pub d'un film, là.
Special effects, elegant point-and-click control of characters, objects, and magic spells. Beat the rush. Go out and buy Loom today.
Yes.
Now get lost.
Nice talking to you.
Ouais, salut.
Yeah.
Oh, je t'ai pas allé dans la cuisine. Bon ça, chef. Oh, il y a des esticots. Bon, pas trop mal, hein.
How's Elaine? She was always my favorite governor. Also, she covered your tab when you stopped coming in.
Still in public service. Fighting scurvy.
My place is clean. Our health certificates are up to date.
Ouais, impeccable. Nos certificats sanitaires sont bien. Ah ouais.
Oh, well, tell her I say hello.
Ok.
The atmosphere in the bar is different than it used to be.
Yeah, I don't like it, but I've got to cater to the new crowd. Everything changes, Guybrush.
But the roaches stay the same.
Les cafards sont toujours les mêmes.
And no alcohol tolerance.
Hey.
Ok, ouais.
Keep up the good work.
Thanks. Will do.
Active little guys, aren't they? Looks like a mugshot. It's amazing what you can achieve if you put your mind to it. Then you have a packet of stick-ons. The food is more exciting when you can smell the risk.
Putain, mais il y a tout qui est pourri. C'est quoi ça? On va prendre, hein.
The plaque says, in memory of looming seagulls of old.
Il vient de se rater.
I remember that stench.
Ah, il vient de se rater les fesses avec son... avec sa cuillère en bois.
Well, it's definitely a mop. Can I borrow your mop?
Put that down before you hurt yourself.
What?
Clearly, there's a lot you don't know about mops.
Putain, merde.
A mop is the formal tool of a cook. Not as clumsy or random as a dish rag. An elegant tool for a more civilized cleaning. You cannot hope to succeed with the mop of another.
I can't?
You must construct your own. A single, perfect instrument that you will keep and use for a lifetime.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Once you build it, the mop will become your constant companion, your tool, and a ready means of defense against spills of all kinds.
Build it?
The wood is the heart of the handle. The heart is the handle of the cook. You are one.
Not helpful so far.
You must find a particular tree. A tree uniquely suited to the handles of mops. Carve your handle from a limb of that tree. Any questions?
Et pour l'extrémité, on fait comment, ouais?
Oh, you have to have one, of course, but pretty much anything will do. It's mostly about the handle.
Are you sure I can't just buy a mop? Yours, for example.
No, you've got to make one. Trust me on this.
Comment puis-je trouver l'arbre à manche de serpillière?
I can't tell you exactly where it is, because this is your own personal journey.
On y va?
Okay, I guess I'll do it. What's wrong?
You gave the story the wrong title. It should be called
J'avoue que c'est plus la quête de la serpillière qu'autre chose.
piratey parts.
Well, even the coolest professions involve more mopping up than you would think. It seemed crazy to me at the time, too, but don't forget, it was all so I could board a ship, take command, and sail to Monkey Island. But first, I had to make a mop.
Ok, on y va et on va aller fabriquer une serpillière. Ouais, non, je vais pas tenter ma chance avec eux, de toute façon, ils vont faire que me dire non, là. Ok, du coup, maintenant, il va falloir partir dans la forêt, du coup. On y va. Vite! Merde, le musée, allez. Ah ouais, y a vraiment que ça. Hein. Forêt.
Oh, I used to love these when I was 6. I'm hopelessly lost without a map.
Ok, ouais.
I'm hopelessly lost without a map.
Ouais, non, il faut une carte.
Warning. The dark forest ahead is deadly.
Ouais, c'est ça. Ok, faut que je trouve un trou de carte, là. Je peux retourner dans la rue haute, là, histoire de... Non, mais y'avait pas un truc, là?
The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better.
En fait, le truc qui me saoule, là, c'est qu'il y a aussi la porte là qu'on peut pas ouvrir.
It seems to be stuck closed.
Et ça, c'est chiant. Y'avait pas un truc de carte plus avant, là-bas? Ah, et voilà, mais c'est bon! Mais oui, mais elle est revenue, on l'a vu passer tout à l'heure.
Hey, Wally!
Well, look what the surf was.
Évidemment.
It's Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again too, Wally. Whatever your last name is.
I spent years in therapy getting over being burned, blinded, blown up, abandoned and marooned
Oh merde!
because of you.
Yeah,
Oh, c'est horrible!
good times, huh?
You're lucky I'm past all that and am running the best map shop within the Caribbean and beyond.
Ok, ouais.
I'm looking for a tree to make a stupid mop from. Have you got a map for that?
So the cook has sent you on one of his spiritual journeys.
Une de ses quêtes
It's been a while
spirituelles.
since I made one of those mop tree maps. What kind of tree is it again?
I don't know. A wood one?
That's okay. Just bring me a sliver of the wood and I can work it out from there. I'm that good.
You wouldn't happen to have a map to the secret of Monkey Island.
Funny you should ask. I recently made one on commission, but then they destroyed all my source material.
Ah merde!
It is the only one in existence. Best of luck to you.
Ouais, à plus
Bye.
tard.
They're like glasses, only way less convenient. Wally, can I have one of these maps?
Absolutely. If you pay for it.
Ah!
Never mind. Hey, Wally, what's with the window ladder?
I use it to keep an eye on the neighbors.
Well, it's good to have a hobby.
On y va? Bon, du coup, là, on doit partir dans la forêt. Et du coup, on doit partir chercher une branche pour que le mec, avec sa branche, nous fasse une carte. Pour faire, évidemment, une serpillière. Évidemment, bien sûr. Et, attends, mais du coup, la forêt, elle est là. Putain, j'avais pas eu la carte à collectionner. C'est quoi?
Ugh. A classic specimen of Alata needlius. A carnivorous. I'm hopelessly lost
Attends.
without a map.
Attendez. Pour trouver un moyen de passer incognito, ah oui. Fabriquer une serpillière, oui. Trouver la serpillière, oui. Prendre le contrôle, oui. Mais en fait, on devait trouver le... Ah, mais elle est peut-être par là-bas.
Oh, I used to love these when I was 6.
Ah mais non, mais on peut visiter le musée aussi maintenant.
Hi there. Welcome to the Melee Island Museum of Pirate Lore. I'm
Bonjour.
Conrad, the curator and docent here. I also edit the Pirate Times newsletter. Here, take my business card.
Ok.
Thanks.
The museum
Oh, la
showcases
carte de...
the largest
Elle est
collection
scandaleuse, la
of
carte de
memorabilia
visite.
in the Caribbean. Or
Ok.
on Melee Island at the very least. The provenance of each item has been very carefully researched and fact-checked by myself and my team. Feel free to explore. And if you have any questions, just ask.
The display case is locked.
Ah merde.
It's a working parrot. I shouldn't bother it. What's this melted lump of metal?
It used to be a mug. It was melted by some kind of acid. It was found in the Melee jail many years ago, after an incident where like 20 pirates escaped.
Hey, I did that. I had to keep pouring the grog from mug to mug because it was melting them. I had an armload of mugs and I juggled them all the way from the scum bar to the jail. Also, I could get Otis to join my crew. Not my greatest decision in retrospect.
That's a pretty wild story.
You don't believe me?
It's not a question of belief.
Never mind. It's not important.
Oh. Ah, attendez, il y a une carte à collectionner déjà ici, là. Nourriture pour perroquet.
It's cracker mix. Some assembly required.
Ok, ouais.
That map looks familiar.
That's 1/4 of the original map to the treasure of Big Whoop. I got it from the cartographer on Low Street. Apparently, he was somehow involved in the search for Big Whoop.
Okay.
About all Wally managed to do was get kidnapped by LeChuck's henchmen.
That's not the way he tells it.
I'm just trying to help.
Thanks. I've got it under control.
On y va? Oh, on doit récupérer une branche, là. Allons récupérer une petite branche. Je sais pas où est-ce qu'on la trouve, la branche. Ok. En fait, le mec nous a vraiment dit « Prends une branche ».
I'm hopelessly lost without a map.
Prends une branche pour que je te crée ta carte.
I'm hopelessly lost without a map.
On peut aller au chantier naval sinon. Ah mais attends, mais chantier naval, le mec est pas revenu non plus? Non, non, pas du tout. Dommage. Attends, je peux prendre l'éponge. Oh, je peux faire quoi avec l'éponge là?
Pirate
J'ai mis-
Times. Editor, Conrad.
Ok. Bon, j'ai les trucs, mais je sais pas à quoi ça va servir. Mais dans tous les cas, j'ai les trucs. Attends. Attends, c'était qui déjà? Ah mais non, c'était en ruban, je suis con.
Hey,
Attends.
Wally. Tell me again what you need to make me a map to the mop tree.
Just bring me a sliver of the wood needed to make a mop.
Ok.
Bye. Hey, Wally. What's in these boxes?
Maps.
Ok. Du coup, il faut du bois à partir duquel faire l'arbre à serpillière. Mais du coup, si je retourne voir... si je retourne voir le cuisinier, là. C'est qui, lui?
Are you my waiter? I want the excellent dish I had at the governor's mansion last week. I don't know what it's called, but it was sort of, you know, a hot food.
Ok.
It had ingredients in it or something.
I'm not your waiter.
I already told your incompetent cook this, but he still hasn't brought
Putain.
I don't work here. I'm not a waiter.
Hop to it!
Right away, sir.
Non mais horrible.
Fancy.
Mais attends, mais il y a un mec derrière, là.
Well, it's definitely a mop. You look like the health inspector tasted your stew. Or you did.
Worse. Marlin is here.
Who?
Ouais, alors?
The customer I have nightmares about. He's the only importer of yak fat on the island, so I need to keep him happy, but he makes that impossible. Today he wants me to make him a dish that he ate last week at some kind of event at the governor's mansion. But of course he doesn't remember what it's called or know what's in it or even remember what color it was. He says he thinks it has ingredients in it. I don't have the slightest idea what to make.
If I brought you a recipe, could you make it?
Of course. I'm a cook. See
Ok.
Oh, look behind you, a three-headed monkey.
I do know a great stew recipe for monkey heads, but I can't think about that right now.
Oui, bon, allez, vas-y, à
I'll
plus.
see what I can find out.
Thanks.
On porte quand même, ok. Ok, non mais ça veut dire qu'on doit passer à plein d'endroits. On doit déjà aller voir la gouverneure à droite, là. À gauche. Et, ah mais elle est revenue derrière. Ah mais on n'avait pas examiné son...
Green, half off. Blue, half off. Yellow, half of half off. Orange, aren't you glad you're here? Pointy.
It is a non-magical ceremony.
Oh, I'd like this knife.
An excellent choice. I will need you to verbally agree to a release.
Ah mais oui, mais le couteau il va me permettre de prendre la branche.
Is not to be used in the commission of any crime, including vandalism, jailbreak, and theft of ancient
Oui,
priceless
évasion, ah merde.
No problem.
Threatening,
calme.
frightening, stabbing, shaving, or manicuring yourself or another person are likewise considered outside the scope of acceptable use.
Oh, okay, I guess.
The product is not balanced for throwing. Throwing the product
Non, pitié, arrête de me parler, pitié.
and will invalidate the warranty. Whittling, scrimshaw, mumbledy-peg, juggling, and any tricks
C'est que les trucs qu'on va faire, c'est sûr et certain.
Balancing the product may cause serious injury and should not be attempted by unlicensed persons. Use with breads, spreads, bedspreads, or thread may damage the product. If damaged, the product should not be used. Product is sharp and should not be carried in a pocket, coat, belt, hatband, handbag, shoulder holster, or sheath. At all times, keep the product away from children, pets, the aged or infirm, clowns,
ouais.
Where possible, it
Ah,
should
elle est en train de nuire toutes les conditions.
The manufacturer
Oh là.
accepts no responsibility for the consequences of any use or misuse of this product. By verbally assenting to these terms, purchaser hereby assumes all liability, past, present, and future, throughout this and all possible and impossible universes.
Ah, super.
Oh, is this where I say yes?
Yes.
Yes. Is there anything I am allowed to do with it?
I am not able to answer that question, as it could create a liability issue.
Super, merci.
This is a neat symbol. What does it mean?
That used to contain magical disguises. But alas, they have all gone.
Yeah, it's too bad you're sold out. A magic disguise seems really useful.
There's always the famous eye patch of John Laney at the museum. I'm sure the magic has worn off by now, but I believe I could restore its abilities.
Ok.
Do you do gift wrapping?
We're out of wrapping paper, unless you'd like it wrapped in the skin of a lizard.
No thanks. What's this thing?
It's a forgiveness frog. When no apology will do, give the forgiveness frog. It's like a card, only much better because it's a frog.
I've never heard of that before. Are you sure it's real voodoo?
No comment. It works. Trust me.
Vas-y, je vais l'acheter, Oh non.
Can help someone forgive even very old transgressions.
Ok, c'est bon, je l'ai acheté. On y va. Je sais ce que je vais faire là. En fait, là, on va monter sa maison avec mon frère. Oh, la chance de fou. Bon appétit. Mange bien. Mais du coup, là, je peux pas utiliser le couteau pour faire un truc, là?
I'll treat myself to a purple flower. I hope I don't get tossed in jail for this.
C'est quoi l'heure du jeu? En fait, là, on doit aller sur l'île aux singes, du coup, au Monkey Island. Mais pour le moment, on n'a ni bateau, ni équipage, ni rien du tout. Mais du coup, là, notre but, c'est d'aller sur le bateau de notre plus grand ennemi. De faire mousse, mais en fait, il nous faut une serpillière. Et pour avoir la serpillière, en gros, il fallait récupérer du bois de l'arbre à serpillière.
When's my limit?
Il s'en passe des choses.
Not a chance. I can't stand mushrooms. I'm hopelessly lost without a map.
Non mais je peux l'utiliser sur rien du tout, c'est chiant. Non, si je rentre maintenant là. Oh, bonjour.
There's some very tiny writing on it.
Oui, évidemment, une serpillière.
The display case is locked.
Attends. Si je prends ça et que lui, je lui donne ça.
It doesn't seem interested. I skipped school the day they taught lockpicking.
Oh non, je vais pas. Attends.
I'll have a look around.
Please do.
Bon, allez, cassons-nous. Ah mais les discussions vraiment dans le jeu, elles mettent trop bien. Mais vraiment trop bien de fou. Non, pas du tout. Attends, chantier là. Ah, là-bas peut-être au poste de guet, non? Couteau.
It's hopeless. I've got a few coins for incidentals.
Ok. Si on va au chantier naval là. On peut aller au contempler la lune.
It always looks bigger on this side of the island.
Ok.
I remember when these torches lit up Stan's previously owned vessels like a carnival.
Bam, du coup, slash le vioc.
The assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a class action lawsuit. Have a nice day.
Attends, si l'on retourne sur les quais. On retourne. Évidemment. Ah non, on peut pas aller là. On peut pas aller là, on peut pas aller là, on peut pas aller là. Ok, on retourne dans le scum bar.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you.
Elle en a rien à foutre.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
Don't sound much like pirating to me.
Ok, ils s'en battent les couilles. Ils s'en battent les couilles. Attends, je... Ah.
Stay away from my mom.
Attends.
That nightmare customer guy.
My stomach feels like it's
Ok, attends.
cannonballs and splintered.
Ah mais non, je sais ce que je fais.
Oh, look behind you, a three-headed monkey.
I do know a great stew
Ok,
recipe
non,
for
je sais ce
monkey
qu'il faut faire.
heads.
En fait, au moment où il ira le servir, je prendrai un bout du balai. Ok, c'est bon.
I'll see what I can find.
C'est bon, j'ai.
Thanks.
J'ai le déroulement des choses. Mais du coup, pour le déroulement des choses, il faut que je retourne voir la meuf à la gouvernante. Merde. Là. Toi, du coup. Oh mais putain, mais on est obligé de se battre à chaque fois qu'on parle.
Well, I've come for a recipe. A dish you served at a recent function. It's been described as hot and having ingredients in it. Ring any bells?
I do host plenty of functions. but I'm afraid I don't have
Okay.
any idea what you're talking about.
I don't really have anything to say. We just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
Attends, elle peut pas nous aider? Attends.
It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficult.
Ah!
Can I borrow a book?
You've got a lot of nerve asking that. You never brought back the last book you borrowed. I had to buy another copy. You
Okay.
never even apologized.
Ok.
I'll pay for it.
I don't need your money.
Can I borrow a book?
Non mais on se remet encore.
You never brought back the last book you borrowed. You never even apologized.
Ok.
I totally forgot.
Of course you did. You think like a cow.
Ah, mais du coup je peux pas le prendre, merde. Putain je peux pas, attends, je peux pas le lire.
It's a cookbook. It has 4
Merde.
stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty.
Si, imaginons que... Non, rien du tout, on y va. Non, mais en vrai, je vais peut-être aller faire sortir les mecs de... Non, 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 non. Bon, les chefs.
I think there's some writing on it, but it's too tiny to read.
Attendez, j'ai encore une carte à collectionner.
Guybrush, you gotta get me out of here.
I'll make it my number 3 priority.
Priorité numéro 3. Non, mais ce sera pareil pour l'autre ici, c'est sûr. Mais non, mais j'ai pas de livre sur moi en fait. Mais parce qu'en fait c'était... Ah, attends. Y a pas un truc avec des perroquets là encore?
Hi there.
Hello.
Salut. Je peux pas le nourrir lui?
It doesn't seem interested.
Livre élégant. Elle veut pas regarder derrière elle?
At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
Ah mais attends, au bout de la planche, il est là-haut le livre aussi. Mais du coup si on fait... Ouais putain, j'ai déjà lu aussi. Attendez. C'est lui là.
The blurb says it's a solid if somewhat predictable story about a roguish pirate and a doomed romance with a woman of station. Note to the reader. No disguised secrets are revealed in this book.
Ok. Du coup si on dit ouais putain je l'ai déjà lu, il est trop bien. Pas du tout.
Hi there.
Hi.
Salut.
Hello again. How well do you know Whitey Bones?
Ah oui c'est vrai qu'on n'a pas continué la conversation sur Whitey Bones tout à l'heure.
She was across from my old location too.
Would she moved when you moved?
I'm sure it's just a coincidence.
I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything.
At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
Non, non, on peut rien dire. On peut rien dire. C'est quoi ça derrière?
It's definitely not a key. Or a lock.
It's a fishing lure, of course.
Of course.
Bien sûr. Ok, ouais.
Aww, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine.
Elle a quoi à dire la grand-mère là?
She only needed me to risk my heart. Also, the windows need some work.
Things are not what they seem.
Ok, ouais. Elle a que ça à me dire, je la déteste. Je la déteste de fou. On peut ouvrir la...
It seems to be stuck closed.
Pour qu'on sait. C'est quoi la note déjà?
It says forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have...
Ouais, ok, c'est le même truc que tout à l'heure. Y'a rien de nouveau. Ok, ouais, attends, y'a pas un truc caché quelque part là? Parce que, si on a un truc vaudou, c'est de la merde. Ici, rien du tout. Encore un graffiti? Non, mais on va retourner ok, hein.
talking to you.
I'm not Guybrush Threepwood. I just look like him. You'd be amazed how often people confuse us. Sometimes
C'est l'équipe. Ah, mais. Ah, et l'équipe de fou, hein.
We've never even met, and I doubt I'd like him if we did.
Even if any of that were true, it wouldn't matter. LeChuck would take one look at you and go nuts. Just looking like Guybrush Threepwood is enough that I can't give you the job. Sorry.
This is a plant with a bad attitude, and enough pokey parts to back it up.
Non, on peut pas le tirer sur elle.
I hope this isn't one of those party cruises.
Ok.
Hey, watch it!
Oh! Attends, il se passe un truc dans le bar là. Mais attends, pourquoi il y a un truc jeté là? Mais pourquoi il y a une bouteille qui a été jetée?
Are you sure I can't persuade you to back my expedition to Monkey Island?
Let's pretend I was really considering this. What sort of pirate qualifications have you got, exactly?
J'ai réussi les 3 épreuves. Ah oui, non mais lui, il s'en bat les couilles.
It's how they used to make their bones in the old days.
Well, I was a director of combat operations for the British Navy, and I've written 2 books on ship-to-ship tactics.
Okay.
I'm a founding member and co-director of the Red Fleet and hold records for civilian casualties from San Domingo to Venezuela.
Okay.
I'm an expert in 17 forms of hand-to-hand combat, 3 of which I invented. I served with Bellamy, Teach, and Roberts before they each met an untimely end that I might have had nothing to do with.
Just so you know, this is the kind of resume we expect.
Oh.
Petit malaise. Mon chef, par contre, j'ai rien.
My stomach feels like it's full of cannonballs and splintered rowboats.
I'll see what I can find out.
Thanks.
Mon chef, je sais, tiens. Tiens, mets ça dans la marmite. Non, ok, on peut pas. Attends, je peux lui parler ou pas?
I can't understand why this is taking so long. Just bring me what the governor served me last week.
Oh, le relou de fou.
Sorry for the delay.
Bon, lui, il est totalement finito. Ok. Bon, elle sert à rien. Ah, attends, on peut peut-être aller... Attends. Mais si on va voir elle ici et qu'on lui donne un truc de la forêt, là. Tiens, la grenouille du pardon, déjà.
Like a dried up old frog.
No worries. I've moved beyond you blinding, burning, blowing ruining me all those years ago.
Good to know.
Attends, comment...
It's good for relieving stress. It's my very own, very sharp, non-magical ceremonial knife. The voodoo lady said it was a forgiveness frog.
Ah non, je peux rien lui faire, non. Ouais, ok, c'est de la merde. Mais attends, je peux rien mettre dans son chaudron au pire, là?
What's cooking?
The feast of knowledge.
Can you use your talents to tell me how Eileen is right now?
C'est vrai que...
Always close, no matter the distance.
Parce que c'est vrai que notre femme, on sait pas où elle est, hein.
There are no answers, only questions that are finished.
Ok, ouais.
I'll get back to browsing the shop.
Act fast. Supplies are limited.
Ok. Ok. Non mais elle en fait on va l'écouter et elle va nous dire des trucs qu'on va pas comprendre. Et eux là...
It looks pretty and smells wonderful.
Ah mais attends, mais oui, on peut aller donner la truc du pardon à l'autre. Attendez, je vais donner la grenouille du pardon à elle. Chef.
This is for you.
You're giving me a frog?
It's a forgiveness frog, for when words aren't enough.
You haven't even bothered to write anything personal on this frog. That's just rude. I reject your frog.
Oh, attends, non mais ok. Ok, je sais ce que je dois faire. Je dois prendre mon stylo et écrire sur la grenouille. Attends, elle s'appelle Carla? Attends, elle s'appelle comment déjà elle? Oui, c'est Carla.
Dear Carla.
Désolé d'avoir perdu le livre que tu m'as prêté, voilà. J'apprécie que tu parles franchement de franc-parler.
Appreciate that you're keen on bluntness. And I know you're really nicer than people say you are. Please accept my humblest apology.
C'est bon. Même si ce n'est pas vraiment de ma faute.
Even though it wasn't really my fault.
Mais non, Hélène c'est notre femme.
This is for you.
Dear Carla. Not really your fault? This isn't an apology. It's an excuse. I reject your frog.
Non! Mais non! Non! Attends, on doit écrire dessus. Oh non! Oh non! Cher Carla. Désolé d'avoir perdu le livre que tu m'as prêté.
I appreciate that you're keen on bluntness. And I know you're really nicer than people say you are. Please accept my humblest apology.
J'ai mis en place un système de rappel. Voilà. Hop.
This is for you.
Oui, bah oui, mais oui, c'est parce que Hélène, elle était gouverneur avant. Mais juste elle, c'est la nouvelle gouverneure.
But the only personal thing you got right in here is my name. I reject your frog.
Quoi? Non. Cher Carla. Cher Carla. Désolé d'avoir perdu le livre que tu m'as prêté. Mais je reconnais que... Non. Attends. Je reconnais que tu es dévoué envers le dévoué. Non mais putain, mais... C'est la pire phrase. Non. Elle est dure avec la dureté. Et tout le monde sait ce que dire que tu es gentil, évidemment.
Please accept my humblest apology.
Je tremble rien qu'en pensant à toi.
You scare the heck out of me.
Voilà, parfait. Parfait, parfait.
This is for you.
Elle va m'insulter. Elle va m'insulter de fou.
This is a nice sentiment. But the only personal thing you got right in here is my name. I reject your frog.
Cher Carla.
Dear Carla.
Non, c'est pas notre anniversaire. D'avoir perdu le... Non, c'est... J'admire que... Non, c'est genre que tu es dur avec la dureté. Et que tout le monde n'a de cesse de dire que tu es gentil. Voilà.
Please accept my humblest apology.
Bon bah dans tous les cas, oui non mais mais bah lui on a déjà testé, lui on a testé, lui on a déjà testé.
I promise to do better in the future.
Voilà. Hop.
This is for you.
Oh la grenouille elle s'est fait rire beaucoup dessus quand même hein, quand ça donne raid.
This is a nice sentiment, but the only
Quoi?
personal thing you got right in here is
Non.
my name. I reject your frog.
Quoi? Elle rejette... Quoi? Elle rejette ma... Elle rejette ma grenouille des excuses.
It's a lot of work being governor.
Chère Carla.
Dear Carla.
Hop.
Sorry for losing the book I borrowed.
Non, elle est dévouée envers le dévouement.
And I always tell people how nice you are. Please accept my humblest apology. I've implemented a reminder system for myself.
Ok, je pense que c'est ça en vrai. Je pense que c'est ça.
This is for you.
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, but the only personal thing you got right in here is my name. I reject your frog.
Non. Vite ma mère, je vais la tuer.
Can we try the frog again?
Mais non, mais merde.
Carla, this is a nice sentiment, but the only personal thing you got right in here is my name. I reject your frog.
Ok. On va réécrire sur la grenouille. Pour la 8 millième fois.
I don't need to update this by hand. The game takes care of it for me.
Ok, chère Carla.
Dear Carla.
Désolé d'avoir perdu le livre que tu m'as prêté.
Sorry for losing the book I borrowed.
J'admire que tu sois strict avec la souplesse.
I value that you are dedicated to dedication.
Non merde, j'ai mis le mauvais.
And I know you're really nicer than people say you are. Please accept my humblest apology.
Même si non, je vais pas le mettre, c'est vraiment... Mais non, mais ça c'est quand... Mais c'est quand on l'a dans notre meuf, la grenouille. Mais du coup là c'est vraiment j'ai mis en place un système de rappel. Pour moi c'est le plus logique. Allez hop.
This is for you.
En vrai normalement ça...
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, but the only personal thing you got right in here is my name. I reject your frog.
Je la déteste, putain.
Can I borrow a book?
Non mais voilà, attends. Parce que si on repart ici. Ok.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm hearing the words, but somehow they aren't helping. I need more than that.
C'est parce que c'est la grenouille du pardon qu'on a acheté chez la meuf. Enfin qu'on a acheté chez la meuf vaudou. Chère Carla.
Dear Carla. Sorry for losing the book I borrowed.
Mais c'est la pire fois, je réalise que tu es dur avec la dureté et je vais péter un câble.
I appreciate that you're keen on bluntness.
J'ai toujours aux gens à quel point tu es gentil.
How nice you are.
Évidemment.
Please accept my humblest apology.
Peut-être. Non mais en vrai c'est... Non mais je te promets de faire mieux à l'avenir, c'est vraiment tu parles à ta merde, pardon. Merde. Bon je changerai, mais enfin normalement c'est pas ça. Même si ça se trouve on sait jamais c'est ça. Hein.
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, but the only personal thing you got right in here is my name. I reject your frog.
Attends. Cher Carla.
Dear Carla. Sorry for losing the book I bought.
Ok. Attends, c'est quoi? C'est strict avec la souplesse?
I admire that you are hard on softness.
J'ai mis en difficile.
And everybody says how nice you are. Please accept my humblest apology. I promise to do better in the future.
Ok. On va essayer ça et au pire après on retente une autre combinaison. Bah en même temps il y avait normal ou difficile. Moi je vais jouer en difficile.
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me. One thing. You can do better.
Oh putain! Oh la... connasse. Okay. Cher Carla. Ok, il y a une seule chose sur laquelle on s'est trompé. Est-ce que c'est dur avec la dureté ou pas? Attends. Ok, et on avait mis lui aussi. Ok. Est-ce que c'est ça ou pas? Oh là 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 là, attendez, est-ce que c'est ça?
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, but the only
non, ok non, c'était bien souple avec la souplesse. C'était bien souple avec la souplesse. Enfin non, enfin c'était truc avec la souplesse là. Parce que du coup, cher Carla, lui.
I admire that you are hard on softness.
Sûrement ça.
Please accept my humblest apology.
Je promets de faire mieux à l'avenir. Merde. Ok. Ok, normalement, là normalement c'est bon.
This is a nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me. One thing. You can do
la...
I reject your frog.
Ok, non, je sais lequel c'est du coup.
Dear Carla.
C'est lui. Mais parce qu'il y a un truc que j'avais changé. Non, que ce soit strict avec la souplesse. Et en fait, j'avais pas mis lui. Et après, j'avais mis lui. C'est lui. Ok, c'est bon normalement.
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me. One thing.
Oh putain!
You can do better. I reject your frog.
Oh la... Attends, mais je dois changer quoi du coup? Et coup, il y a ça. Il y a
Sorry for
ça.
losing the book I borrowed.
Bah
I
ça.
admire that you are hard on softness. And I always tell people how nice you are. Please accept my humblest apology. You scare the heck out of me.
C'est peut-être ça, hein. Je tremble rien qu'en pensant à
This is
toi.
for you.
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me. One
Oh
thing
putain.
you can do better. I reject your frog.
Ok, non, non. Ok, non, je sais ce que je vais mettre. Je sais ce que je vais mettre. Ok, c'est bon. J'ai la combinaison. I got the combinaison.
Dear
Ça. Ça.
Sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I
Ça.
admire that you are hard on softness. I
Ça.
know you're really nicer than people say you are. Please accept my humblest apology.
Je le lirai pas, je le lirai pas.
You scare the
Et
heck
c'est
out
ça.
of me.
C'est ça, c'est sûr.
This is for you.
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me. One thing
Oh putain.
you can do better. I reject your frog.
Oh la conne. Attends, mais... Bah c'est la toute fin, en fait.
Dear Carla, sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I
Dans tous les
admire
cas,
that you
ça...
are hard on softness.
Ça, c'est sûr que c'est ça.
And I know you're really nicer than people say you are. Please accept my humblest apology. I promise to do better in the future.
Mais attends, ça peut être ça ou pas?
This is for you.
Oh, t'imagines, le mec? C'est la 20e lettre d'excuse qu'il te donne. Oh là là.
This is a nice sentiment, and it looks
Non,
like
non,
you
elle va me dire encore une
even
chose.
know something about me. One
Ah!
thing you can do better. I reject your frog.
Putain. La connasse.
It's good for relieving stress. Pirate Times, editor Conrad Lee, ready to publish your unrecognized genius.
On peut pas lui donner de la thune en même temps? Ok. Cher Carla.
Dear Carla,
Oh la grenouille, elle a tellement
sorry
souffert.
for losing the book I borrowed. I admire that you are hard on softness.
Je sais que tu es bien plus gentil que les gens. Non.
And I always tell people how nice you
Ah,
are.
il faut bien sucer
Please
là.
accept my
Voilà.
humblest apology.
Non mais lui c'est mort. Moi de faire mieux à l'avenir. Non.
You scare the heck out of me.
Ok, c'est bon. On a la bonne combinaison. C'est ça, c'est sûr. C'est la 30e fois que je dis que c'est la bonne combinaison, mais c'est celle-là.
This is a nice sentiment.
Oh
It
non.
looks like you even know something about me. One thing you can do better. I reject your frog.
Mais à quel moment j'ai pu me tromper en fait? Ouais, parce que ça, c'est sûr. Ça, c'est sûr.
I admire that you are hard on softness.
Ça, c'est sûr pour moi. Ça, c'est presque sûr.
Please accept my humblest apology.
Ça, c'est impossible.
I promise to do better in the future.
Ouais, sûrement ça, hein.
This is for you.
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment.
Ah putain, elle va encore me dire une chose.
Even know something about me. One
Ah!
You can do better. I reject your frog.
Mais vous pensez que c'est sur quoi qu'il y a un problème, là? Attendez, non mais ça, c'est impossible.
Dear Carla.
Alors, pour agent inscription, c'est quoi? Inscription. Peut-être, oui, pourquoi pas, mais mets-le sur Discord dans jeu, genre idée jeu streamer, je crois.
Sorry for losing the book I borrowed.
Oh non, mais c'est... On n'a de cesse de dire à quel point... Ah, putain.
And I always tell people how nice you are. Please accept my humblest apology.
Ok.
I've implemented a reminder system for myself. This is for you.
Oh, mange la grenouille, s'il te plaît.
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, and it looks like
oh,
you
no.
even know something about me. One
ah.
You can do better. I reject your frog.
Attends, mais c'est pas à la fin. Attends, est-ce qu'on a tout bien mis à la fin ou pas?
Dear Carla.
Est-ce qu'on a tout tenté ou pas à la fin?
I admire that you are hard on softness. And I always tell people how nice you are. Please accept my humblest apology. Even though it wasn't really my fault.
Attends, bon, ça en vrai, impossible que ça passe. Impossible de fou que ça passe.
Dear Carla, not really your fault? This isn't an apology. It's an excuse. I reject your frog.
Ok, ouais, voilà, ça passe pas. D'accord. Mais du coup... Bah en vrai, c'est... Bah non. En fait, on s'est peut-être trompé sur là, hein.
I value that you are dedicated to dedication. And everybody says how nice you are. Please accept my humblest apology. I promise to do better in the future.
Ok. Est-ce que ça peut être ça?
This is for you.
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment.
Ah putain non.
The only personal thing you got right in here is my name. I reject your frog.
Ouais non ok c'était... Attends mais je vais péter un câble. Mais parce qu'en fait le problème c'est que...
Dear Carla.
Le problème, c'est que du coup, le seul truc où on a un problème...
Sorry for losing the book I borrowed.
Oui, oui, c'est sûr. En tous les cas, c'est lui.
I admire that you are hard on softness.
Et, ah, c'est peut-être lui ici. On doit avoir la bonne combinaison, lui. Attends, ils ont quoi les gens? Attends, ils disent quoi les gens sur elle, déjà? Bah, en vrai, s'ils l'ont élu... S'ils l'ont élu...
And everybody says how nice you are.
Ça veut dire que c'est ça, non?
Accept my humblest apology.
Est-ce que si j'ai mis en place un système de rappel, ça peut être ça ou pas? Parce que là, c'est impossible.
I've implemented a reminder system for myself. This is for you.
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me. One thing. You can do better. I reject you.
Putain, un truc. Ok, non, mais dans tous les cas, pour moi, les 3 premiers, c'est bon de fou. Juste, je pense que c'est sûrement le dernier.
Dear Carla.
Le consiste à écrire sur une grenouille. Non, non, tranquille, tranquille. Ok. Non, ça en tous les cas, c'est sûr. Ça, c'est sûr de fou. Ça, c'est sûr. Presque.
Please accept my humblest apology. I've implemented a reminder system for myself.
Tu as un indice de comment écrire la lettre? Oh. Non, mais dans tous les cas, JB, là, j'ai tous les choix. Je dois juste faire la bonne combinaison de choix. On est d'accord. Enfin, je dois juste faire la bonne combinaison. La bonne combinaison.
This is a nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me. One thing. You can do better. I reject your frog.
On est d'accord.
Dear Carla. Sorry for losing the book I borrowed.
Ah, ça. Ah, ça change en fonction de ce qu'on a fait.
That you are hard on softness. And everybody says how nice you are. Please accept my humblest apology. You scare the heck out of me.
Ok, c'est bon, celle-là. Ok, c'est en fonction des choix qu'on a fait et pendant le reste de la partie, quoi.
This is a nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me. One thing. You can do better. I reject your frog.
Oh là. Ok, ok, j'ai compris. Je vais aller parler aux gens pour voir ce qu'ils pensent d'elle.
Hello, Mr. Brush.
Salut.
Hiya. Hello again.
Ok, c'est de la merde.
Try not to touch anything.
All keys are gold. It's the way of keys.
Oui, ça, on peut pas y parler, elle. S'appelle comment, elle?
When you finally tell me your name, it's become almost a running gag between us. But it's awkward, like When your glass is empty, but you keep trying to drink out of it over and over.
It is Corina.
Oh, okay. Karina. Nice. Somehow it was more exciting before I knew that.
That is true of many things.
Ok.
Do you know more about this John Laney?
Non merde, je voulais mettre le premier.
Captain John Laney was renowned as the pirate of 1,000 faces.
Okay.
It was said that he could fool his best friend with nothing more than an eye patch. That legend is true, but only because the eye patch he used was filled with much voodoo magic. The eye patch still exists. It is on display at the Museum of Pirate Lore
Oui, je sais, j'avais déjà
on
lu ça.
Melee Island. If an enterprising person such as yourself were to...
Got it.
Ok.
Your sign says, or is this one of those not really going?
Blabla. 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 Blabla, blabla. Blabla, d'accord.
Dark magic.
I did.
D'accord. Comment fonctionne la magie noire? Les runes, d'accord, la produit chimique, pour des secrets, d'accord, blabla, blabla, ok. Ok, non.
Get back to browsing the shop.
Act fast. Supplies are limited.
Ok, lui ici, là.
Hey, Wally. Looks like the shop across
the high-stakes
Blah, 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 blah.
magic is fun and all, but me, I'm on the bleeding edge and make...
Ok.
The town seems to be pretty run down.
Since Captain Madison made they say she brings a bad element, so...
Do what's right?
I am.
You have a lot of maps in here.
We've got so many. A little carton.
Yeah, I'd forgotten how funny it
Ok, c'est bon. Attends, mais déjà, je peux écrire des lettres d'excuses pour qui, déjà? On a écrit repos... Ouais, voilà, cher Wally.
Sorry for blowing you up that one time.
Ok, voilà. Amicalement.
Guybrush.
Voilà. Tiens.
Nothing says I'm sorry like a dried up old frog.
No worries. I've moved beyond you blinding, burning, blowing up and marooning me all those years ago.
Good to know.
Mais voilà, et mais lui, il s'en bat les couilles.
I use it.
Well, it's good.
Lui, mais lui, il s'en bat les couilles, la grenouille de la merde, là.
It's Elaine's flyer about how limes combat scurvy. It's important. The problem with this statue is it's not a statue of Elaine, the best ever governor of Melee.
Attends, lire la
Melee
plaque.
Island's 27th governor, Carla the Swordmaster, for her heroic actions at Santo Domingo.
Ok, ouais.
Nice hat pin.
It's the emblem of a...
Really?
Don't be...
Don't look now, but...
Buzz.
Hi, Cobb.
You again.
Nice
Merde.
talking to you.
Yeah, yeah.
Bon, je peux pas leur parler.
Are you sure I can't persuade you?
Yes.
Are you sure I can't persuade you to back my expedition?
Je peux rien leur dire, je crois.
Yes.
Ouais, non, ils s'en battent les couilles. Voilà.
How's it going with that nightmare custom?
Nice.
Where did he say he
Ok.
had...
The governor.
I'll see what I can find.
Ouais, non, mais parce qu'en tout cas, pour lui, pour le libérer de son problème, il faut que j'arrive à avoir, du coup, le livre. Mais du coup, ça veut... Mais en fait, le fait que je vais avoir le... C'est quoi, ça?
Governor Carla. She's hard on softness.
Les stricts avec la souplesse. Ah putain, la réponse a été là. Ok, je vais parler avec lui.
Hi again. See anything in change? Are those the names of ships?
It's what I named my cat.
Huh. Hi there, little guy.
Hi.
Ok. Ok, ok, je vais aller au musée, mais parce que là-bas, il n'y a personne. Du coup, je vais aller ici. ce message que le Tchèque avait laissé quand il avait enlevé Hélène.
How on earth do you have that note?
Oh yeah, that's very interesting. That was found, tucked inside of a book at the Fat Island Library. It's the actual note left by the ghost pirate LeChuck when he
on
kidnapped
attend les
Governor
GS.
Marley.
Bah non.
I know
Bah non,
what
il
it
est cool le
is.
jeu.
The lookout handed it to me just before I finished my 3 trials. I was crushed, but undaunted. I gathered a crew and I sailed to Monkey Island to save her. Not that she needed it, as it turned out.
Wow, man, you're really into this. I've got a role-playing group on Thursday nights.
I'm telling you the truth.
I'm sure you are, but it just doesn't quite square with the official record. So it's hard to substantiate.
Substantiate? You've got an eyewitness.
Eyewitnesses are notoriously inaccurate.
Not yours.
No, of course not.
Blablabla, bla, tiens, vas-y. Attends. Oh, vous n'auriez pas une carte de la forêt par hasard?
No, that's not really what we do.
Ok, reparlez-moi du bulletin, bah oui.
The Pirate
Je sais pas.
Times. We publish pirate.
Pas dit que... Oui, mais c'est pas ça, mais c'est que tous les soirs tu dis bon bah go attendre les JDS, mais c'est chiant pour moi en fait. Mais c'est comme si tu disais eh, oh le jeu est pas intéressant et j'ai envie de voir la suite du stream. Plus tard, ça me... C'est chiant. Merde, putain, attendez, j'ai même pas lu. Blablabla. Attendez.
Just part of the docent's outfit for the tourists. Kids,
that's charming.
This
Ok,
is a museum for
d'accord.
people who think it's
Blablabla, d'accord, ok, ouais.
I'm Guybrush.
No kidding. Are you named after Guybrush Threepwood?
I guess.
Nice.
I'm going to find the legend.
Oh, that's excellent.
Et tellement
Need a
rétro.
place to display it. I know a convenient.
Ok.
Your museum.
Thanks. It's been a personal pet. I'm nuts about old time.
Old timey?
Being around it really makes you feel like you're a.
I am part of it.
Exactly. The security parrot isn't just here to look piratey. John Laney's eye patch is irreplaceable. It's amazingly, I got it at a yard sale. They didn't know what they had.
Ok, super.
What was this cinder you've got on the wall?
Oh, that. Yeah, that was an unsent love letter written by Elaine Marley while she was governor of the island.
What? Elaine?
The recipient was referred to only as Plunder Bunny.
That's me.
It was a really touching letter. Unfortunately, I put the candle too close. to it.
Putain.
What did it say? Tell me what she said.
Oh, you know, love letter stuff. Honestly, I don't remember a word of it, but it was touching.
Thanks a lot.
Ok. Non mais écoute, je sais que je dois tout analyser pour avoir des indices sur l'autre.
Supposedly he was ambidextrous. Also, he used to live right here on Melee.
Ok. C'est quoi ça?
About this hunk of wood.
That's an original plank from the Golden Hind.
Ok.
Autographed by Francis Drake himself.
Ok. Lire l'inscription sur la plaque, c'est marqué quoi?
Eye patch worn by Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces.
Ah oui, c'est vrai.
Tell me again about the mug.
It was found in the mail.
Blabla, blabla.
No, I'm pretty.
You should think about hiring.
Blabla, blabla.
Unpaid, of course. Intern.
Ok.
What's the significance of the peg leg?
That belonged to the infamous. She used to hide a spare cutlass in. Sadly, that's the.
Ok.
That's a nice oar.
The one with the coffin. The coffin had a lot of
Ok,
it was
blabla.
used by a certain well-known captain in a
the water damage is actually from.
Unlikely.
Ok.
I would think you'd care more about accuracy.
Museum of Pirate Lore. Did you miss the sign?
Ok, ouais. Bah ça c'est la carte qu'on connaît. Mais du coup là il y avait pas d'autres indices sur l'autre. Hein.
I used to love these. I think they're illegal. Oh, I used to love these when I was 6.
Ah oui, le boulot il va être vraiment énorme de fou. Où est-ce qu'on n'est pas allé? On est allé voir dans le haut de la... Ah non, les prisonniers. Attends, mais oui, mais les prisonniers.
Hey, Guybrush! Hey, kid!
Attends, il y avait un truc sur le toit. Ah oui, non, mais tranquille.
Hey, Guybrush! Hey, kid!
Ok, vas-y.
Guybrush,
I'll make it my number.
Word of advice, kid. Stick to the
Je peux parler encore lui ou pas?
Hello there.
Would it help if I broke you up?
Now that's a kind offer.
Blabla, 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 blabla.
So thanks.
Are you sure you...
115.
Are you sure?
100.
Well, is there anything...
Now that you mention it, there is one thing I've been... In all the rush and fuss and document shredding surrounding my arrest, if you happen to be passing by the shipyard...
I've been to the ship with your toothbrush sealed in...
Well, don't worry yourself about it then, son. I found a dead centipede in the corner...
Ah oui, ok, je dois lui filer l'éponge. J'ai une éponge anti-stress.
Jail is like a bad breakfast. Small,
Je peux pas lui filer?
easy, and hard to swallow.
Ah mais c'est lui qui stresse là à droite.
It's good for relieving stress.
Mais non, regarde, c'est l'éponge.
It's good for relieving stress.
Darn it! I've been trying to inventory the spiders, but they keep eating each other, and I have to start over.
Hey!
Hello there, son.
I'm going after
the secret? Boy, but if you're looking for help, you're barking up. Just remember, life has...
Thanks. Are you sure?
100 and...
See you later.
Yep.
Oh merde. Attends, mais je peux pas parler à Otis là?
What a day, huh?
Guybrush, you gotta give me... I'll make it my number...
Bon, lui pour le sortir c'est compliqué aussi. Tuer le clown. Ah, je dois peut-être la remplir d'eau aussi, l'éponge, non? Je peux pas la mouiller? Ouais non, là-bas ça sert à rien. Alors vas-y, je vais rentrer, juste aller voir en 2 spi.
The plaque says, in memory of looming seagulls of old.
Attends, non. L'éponge, non, je peux pas la mettre dans l'eau. Ouais, non. Attends, mais je peux pas faire un truc avec les verres, là? Non, je peux pas. Ah, c'est vrai que j'ai l'animal en peluche. Non, ça, c'est impossible.
Nice happen.
Beat it, creep.
Super, tire-toi tocard. Non, ouais, non, je pense que dans le bar, il n'y a rien à faire encore.
Re-elect Governor Carla. She's hard on softness.
Ah non, mais les trucs avec la souplesse, mais on s'en bat un peu les couilles de ça. Attends, le poulet pour le... Ah ouais! Beau Lego, F. 10 ans déjà. Attends, je retourne au chantier naval. Je pense au chantier naval, il y a peut-être quelque chose que j'ai pas vu. Il y a une carte là déjà.
The assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a class action lawsuit. Have a nice day.
On veut pas flinguer ça là. Un seau?
Dan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now.
Attends, quoi?
Dan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now.
Ah non, je peux pas mettre l'éponge dedans là.
Pirate Times, editor Conrad Lee, ready to publish your unrecognized genius.
Bon, j'ai pas l'impression qu'il y a quelque chose ici du coup. Mais peut-être qu'on doit prendre... Ouais, je vais aller retenter... Attends, il y a... non, plante là, mais non.
Ugh, looks like Carla wasn't too keen on getting her portrait done. I've always thought this looked like my old ship, the Sea Monkey.
Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood.
Edgy. Edgy.
Merde, non, je suis con. Non,
I should let you get back to governing.
Yes, you should.
ouais, dans tous les cas, je dois faire ça. Oui, non, mais non, mais je pense que si on n'a pas la fin, et enfin, faut juste... En fait, il fallait juste trouver les trucs. Je suis con. Mais je pense que c'est vu que je l'avais pas découvert, strict avec la souplesse. C'est ça. C'était Tanto Domingo. C'était sûr que c'était ça, putain. Ah, j'avais pas tout découvert.
I've implemented a reminder system for myself.
C'est le problème, ouais, c'est que j'avais pas tout découvert en fait. Qu'en fait, c'est s'il tentait une chose, mais c'est pas que j'avais raté un truc. Ouais, c'était ça, c'était sûr. Mais du coup, là, ça nous libère plein de trucs.
And I'll treasure this frog as a memento of the time you did something right.
Can I borrow this book?
All right. I was upset after you lost the last one, but you seemed
Mince, non, attends, j'ai pris le mauvais.
So I guess I'll give you another chance.
Thanks. I won't let you down. I'll definitely return this.
Oui, je le rendrai, je le rendrai. Attends, il me faut ingrédient aussi. Voilà, c'est lui.
Can I borrow this book?
One book at a time. I only trust you so far.
Ok, attends. Bah, du coup, attends, juste reposer lui pour le moment.
Thanks for returning my book. Maybe you have learned to be responsible.
Can I borrow...
You cook like a cow.
That's why I need the cookbook.
Fine.
Thanks. I won't let...
Ok, voilà, ok, c'est bon. Ok, blablabla, allez, c'est bon maintenant, bah du coup c'est facile là. Là on va aller voir le cuisinier, il va cuisiner le truc. Du coup on va pouvoir prendre un bout de bois de sa serpillière. Et ensuite du coup on va pouvoir aller trouver, enfin faire la carte pour la forêt. Voilà, voilà, vraiment. Tiens, chef.
I found this at the governor's mansion.
Ah mais non, ah mais je devais peut-être aller chercher les ingrédients. Allez, let's go. Mais du coup, je les ai déjà tous sur moi, vu que j'ai déjà tout récupéré dans la forêt.
This will be excellent.
Ok.
Busy?
Yep.
Okay, see you around.
Now, where was I? Really?
Ok. Ok, let's go. Du coup, là maintenant, on va là-bas. Là, on va à droite. Putain, non mais c'est vraiment horrible. On était juste bloqué sur un vieux truc de merde. Et là, qui nous libère vraiment tout ce qu'on avait préparé depuis tout à l'heure.
Wally, here's a sample of the wood you wanted. Can you make...
Voilà. 10 minutes plus tard, voilà. Et voilà, il nous fait une carte avec le bout de bois.
Here it is.
Thanks, Wally.
Et là, du coup...
Hey, Wally, what's in
mince.
these boxes?
Maps.
Putain, c'était vraiment juste ça, quoi. La grenouille. C'est la faute de la grenouille. Et comme ça, là, on va aller faire la serpillière. La forêt là. Ok. Carnivore. Ok. Carnivore. Violet. Vert. Oh putain, c'est bon, je trouve plus. Ok. Carnivore. Ah, mais parce qu'on arrive au milieu. Ah, d'accord. Violet. Mais non, mais on a recommencé là. attends. Toujours comme ça. Hein. Attends, non. Ok, carnivore. Ah mais non, mais carnivore nous amène au violet. Mais du coup, après le violet, on va au bleu. Oui, je suis con de fou. Carnivore, elle nous emmène au violet. Du coup, le violet... Attends, mais non, mais après le violet, en fait, le problème, c'est qu'on va... On doit aller au bleu-violet. Oui, bleu-violet. Ok. Ensuite, carnivore, carnivore, carnivore. Ok. Là, on fait 3 carnivores. Carnivore, carnivore. Carnivore. Ok, ensuite on est ici. Violet, bleu, violet, bleu. Violet, bleu, violet, bleu. Carnivore, carnivore. 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 Oh mais putain, mais c'est quoi cette merde?
Distinctive shape tells me this is the rare endangered Malay Island mop handle tree.
Mais oui, depuis tout à l'heure, le jeu est comme ça. Mais le jeu est vraiment stylé. Plusieurs heures. Mais oui, mais putain, mais il a que un vieux couteau pour couper une... Mais gros, mais... Oh non! Il a tué l'arbre! Oh non! Oh non! Attends, mais comment ça il a réussi à foutre le feu? Oh, il a tout détruit.
Hey, little dear.
Non. C'est trop con de... C'est trop con. Non mais... On a raccourci plusieurs heures pour rentrer. Attends, non mais maintenant je peux pas faire ça. C'est bon, j'ai ma serpillière. Et quoi, avec ma serpillière, maintenant je peux rentrer.
What do you think of this baby? Signature model. I made it myself.
I'm sure it's great, Threepwood, but I can't give you the swabby job unless you magically turn into somebody else.
Ok. On a la première étape du plan. La deuxième étape du... Ah, c'est quoi ça?
No parking of demonic, ghostly, or undead vessels or scooters. Tuesdays 3 to 4.
Non mais en fait, la deuxième étape du plan, c'est d'aller voler le cache-œil dans le musée. Ah non. Attends, j'ai bien envie d'aller montrer mon balai à l'autre là. Chef, t'as vu mon balai, comment il est beau ou pas?
Look at my new mop. I made it myself.
That's a fantastic mop. Absorbent.
Comment ça va, Adri?
Expertly carved handle. It should last you a lifetime of fine mopping. Seems like a lot, but okay.
Bah alors on y va. Ça va très bien. Bon, le mec en dessous sera jamais servi. Alors, non, ok, du coup, je sais comment faut faire maintenant. Il faut aller récupérer le livre violet. Il faut aller récupérer le livre violet pour, du coup, le montrer à la meuf des clés. Lui dire... Oh, regarde, j'ai le même livre. Et du coup, déjà... Il est où? Il est où? Mais, ah, mais putain, je peux pas récupérer le livre.
I've always thought this looked like my old ship, the Sea Monkey.
Attends, mais... Ah merde! Attends, mais il a pas fini de cuisiner l'autre là? Pitié. Attendez, mais... Il a pas fini de cuisiner l'autre là? Tim Cook.
It's Carla's copy of Ingredients by Barbie LaFleur. Busy?
Yup.
Busy?
Yup. Ingredients indeed. 3 teaspoons in a tablespoon.
Are you done with the cookbook? I'd like it back.
I'm still using it.
Busy?
Yup.
Are you done with the cookbook? I'd like it back.
I'm still using it.
Ah merde, il va falloir faire un truc pour une dinguerie. Comment ça? Ok, attends, ok. Où est-ce que je peux aller maintenant? Elle a quoi à dire celle-là maintenant?
No one ever works together. All want their own prize.
Ok, c'est bon, ça m'a cassé les couilles.
It seems to be stuck
Putain, la porte est
closed.
coincée encore.
Hello, Mr.
Salut.
Brush.
Hello. At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
I see a peninsula trailing off into...
It's southern Florida.
Oh, I'd really like some...
Hands off.
These are nice.
Thanks.
Ok.
What's this key?
That one is only for going in. Never for coming out.
C'est trop nul. Achetez le leur.
How much for the fishing lure?
It's not for sale. This is a locksmith.
Merde.
What more can you...
Not much. I was just a kid.
Ok. Intéressant.
Handsome looking.
And also vicious.
Ok. Mais je peux rien lui acheter là?
Tell me again about how to have keys made.
You bring me the cereal. It's pretty straightforward.
Ah mais oui, mais c'est vrai qu'il me faut la loupe.
I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything.
Putain, il me faut la loupe. Attends, j'ai quoi dans mon inventaire là? Ah mais je sais. Je peux entrer ici?
Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood.
Chef, ça va, on est potes. Mais parce qu'en tous les cas, je peux prendre que un livre à la fois. Donc, je vais peut-être devoir aller voler quelqu'un là. Mais ça fait quoi si on va là-bas là?
Meat Hook's museum is gone. So is the cable to his island. It's just as well, given the worldwide rubber chicken with a pulley in the middle shortage.
Ok, ouais. Est-ce qu'il n'y a pas un endroit que j'ai loupé d'ailleurs? Ouais, non, voilà, j'ai tout.
There's some very tiny writing on it.
Ouais, non, mais c'est la même chose à chaque fois en fait. Il nous faut une loupe. Mais en fait, comme loupe, j'aimerais bien avoir... Mince.
I could stare at this forever, but that wouldn't be much fun for you.
En fait, j'aimerais bien voler ses lunettes parce que je pense qu'il faut voler ses lunettes. Du coup, je vais l'abattre.
Hi again. You've been at this post a long time.
Yep. My eyesight isn't what it once was.
And that's helpful for being a look?
Yeah, there's hardly ever anything to... Welcome to...
Thanks.
Putain, j'aimerais bien lui voler ses lunettes en fait. Tiens. On peut pas. Ah ouais, on peut éteindre le feu. La plante. Non, pas sûr du tout. Ok. Ok. On pourra pas rentrer là-bas de toute façon. Non, non, non.
Looks like this is going to be a long journey. No parking of demonic, ghostly,
Non, non,
undead
non, on
vessels
peut
or
pas,
scooters.
Alexei.
Tuesdays 3 to 4.
On peut pas, on peut pas.
Say what you want about my evil, horrible nemesis LeChuck, but he does know how to stock a ship.
C'est un jeu d'énigmes. Enfin, de réflexion plus d'énigmes. Non, on va pas sortir. Attends, y a pas un truc qui peut faire loop quelque part là? Bon. Attends, mais vous, je peux pas vous parler.
Sure I can't persuade you to back my expedition to Monkey Island?
Yes.
Attendez. Vous avez vu ma belle serpillière? J'ai de l'argent, vous le voulez? Non. J'ai une carte, vous la voulez? Non. J'ai une fleur, vous la voulez? Non. Il a fini avec le livre l'autre là-bas? Ouais, impossible. Hein.
Ugh, I remember that stench as if it were yesterday.
Putain, mais il y a des vers partout.
Coming along nicely.
Je peux pas mouiller l'éponge quelque part là? C'est trop de cuisiner des heures. Hein.
The plaque says, in memory of looming seagulls of
Eh, la putain de ta mère là là. Et elle. Ah putain.
pleasantly scorching hot.
Ok. Je peux pas mouiller l'éponge là-dedans. Enfin, c'est pas très respectueux, hein, mais Est-ce que Lady Voodoo a quelque chose à m'apporter ou pas? La maison est-elle puissante ou pas?
Is dark magic powerful? If the badger choose his own...
You like that metaphor a lot.
It has
Can dark magic get...
No.
Nuts.
Comment on peut utiliser la magie noire? Ok.
Are you able to see your goals and the goal? But his intentions are darker.
Ah, le cuisinier est très lent, hein. Il y a le lait du cuisinier.
Darker?
LeChuck must...
No argument.
Ok.
Got any other mystical stock tips or something?
No.
Ok, elle a rien d'autre à me dire. Ok, ok, du coup, je vais me barrer. T'as pas de l'eau, toi? Non. Mais non, mais je pense qu'il y a des trucs à faire dans la prison, là.
Hey, Guybrush! Hey, kid!
Comment ça va, les chiens? Oh, mais putain, mais espèce d'énorme con que je suis! Non, c'est pas ça, là? Pas du tout.
It says jail rules. 1. No escaping.
Je peux pas nettoyer la prison? Vous avez faim, les chefs?
Music just makes you want to tap your
Vous voulez une
feet, doesn't
carte?
it?
Non. Vous voulez pas la pluche, hein? Putain, ça aurait été... Attends, mais peut-être là? Non, rien du tout, ouais, non.
Welcome back.
Hi.
Oui, tu l'es... Je peux pas. Tu veux pas la pluche, toi? Je vais pas me faire enfermer en les prenant eux aussi, là? Non. Attends, c'est marqué quoi sur la carte de visite, déjà?
Editor Conrad Lee. Ready to publish your unrecognized genius.
Ah non, on s'en va les couilles. Mince, pardon. Merde. Mais en fait, pour moi, on doit aller là-bas pour... Ah, mais non, attendez. Pour notre serpillière, il faut un seau.
Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now. There was a time when every mooring would be filled with one of Stan's used ships.
Un truc plus à droite là? Non, pas du tout. Hein. Pas du tout, pas du tout.
This used to be such a bright, cheery place.
En fait, là, il y a un seau, mais je peux pas. Ah, je peux l'utiliser pour rien du tout. Attends. Bah oui, de l'acide évidemment. Attends, mais si je vais là-bas, ça me dit un truc ou pas encore?
I remember when this place used to be wall to wall with sword training gyms. Now there's nothing but trees. Progress. I could stare at this forever, but that wouldn't be much fun for you.
Oui. Non. Et en gros, le cache-œil, on sait où il est, mais juste pour le récupérer, il faut une clé. Mais en fait, pour une clé, faut aller... Attends, faut utiliser la... Faut utiliser le magasin de clés, mais en fait... Le problème, c'est qu'il nous faut le livre de cuisine. Ah, après, qu'est-ce que ça fait si je demande un deuxième livre? Attends, on peut aller loin là-bas de fou, en fait. On aurait pas allé aussi loin, nous, tout à l'heure.
Looks like this is gonna be a long journey.
Ouais, si, non. Non, genre, ok. Si on retourne là-bas la voir... Parce que là, il n'y aura rien de nouveau. Oui, là, il n'y aura rien de nouveau. Là, il n'y aura rien de nouveau non plus. Mais bon, je peux passer la serpillière, c'est bien marrant, mais...
Does not include Secret of Monkey Island. Oh. I have to return the book I borrowed first.
Attends.
Note to the reader. No disguised secrets are revealed in this book.
Ok.
It's thicker than I would have imagined. Warning, do not try these tricks at home.
Ok.
I tried to read that once, but I couldn't finish it.
Ok, si on lui parle à elle, elle a des trucs à nous dire ou pas, là?
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Ouais, non, elle a plus rien à nous dire. Parce qu'en fait, là, le cuisinier, il met trop de temps, mais il faut faire un truc pour lui faire passer le temps, là. Attends. En fait, là, ça sert à rien d'aller ici. Murmure, comment ça?
When they get close to finding it, suddenly they are gone.
The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better.
Ok. C'est ça, c'est mais c'est un jeu d'énigme un peu en monde ouvert, on va dire. Où vraiment chaque info est utile. Mais en fait, j'aimerais bien au moins réussir ça avant la prochaine fois.
If any clock were the exception to that rule, it would be this one.
Marqué quoi sur le panneau là?
Property foreclosed by order of Madison Enterprises. It's an unusual safe with 5 keyholes.
Alas, the safe is not for sale. It has been placed with...
I'd need a lot of keys to open that. A crystal. Yeah, this isn't that kind of game. Everything's spilled out of it in a puddle.
Ok.
Not for me. Looks like it's been there forever.
Pas de trucs à acheter là? Non, rien. Attends, mais est-ce que j'ai un truc que j'ai pas encore utilisé? Ah ouais, non, mais en fait, j'ai ça.
Especially fortified for the healthy parrot diet.
J'ai ça. Bon, la carte, on s'en bat les couilles maintenant. Ah, je peux peut-être lui rendre, non?
Look behind you, a three-headed monkey.
Mais oui, je suis con de fou!
Oh, please take one. I use them to promote my business. See, it says maps and more on the edge.
Thanks.
Attends, on peut pas lui rendre la carte là? Parce que dans tous les cas, je vais plus l'utiliser moi. Putain, mais je suis trop con. J'aurais pu faire ça depuis le début. J'ai pas tenté de le voler. Mais du coup... Mais attends, est-ce que je peux faire sortir mes potes de la prison là ou pas?
I think there's some writing on it, but it's too
Mais
tiny
pardon.
to read. I can read the serial number. I'll write it down so I don't forget.
No offense, but I want to be sure you don't waste your whole...
This is the number for the jail cell.
Ok. Vas-y, on va aller là-bas. Salut!
Hi there.
Hello. Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. Good choice on the lock. These are really sturdy. It's the same kind they use over at the jail.
Coincidence? I had no idea.
Putain, oui. Oh là là, trop bizarre de fou ça.
Hey, Guybrush! Hey, kid!
Attends, chef.
Otis, the authorities have reconsidered your case and decided that you should go free.
I'm very grateful to the authorities and will not mention their name should any awkward questions be asked. Good luck, Stan. I hope you get acquitted.
Oh, it's in the bag, friend, but thanks.
Oh chef, toi aussi je vais te libérer, t'inquiète pas. Hein. Oh là là, t'inquiète pas que je vais te libérer toi aussi. Hein.
Most of this serial number has been rubbed off.
Ah merde! Ah merde, je peux pas libérer lui. Attends, mais je peux pas entrer dans la cellule de l'autre?
Hey, kid!
I'll stay on this side of the bars, just in case.
Gawain, je connais pas du tout. Non mais du coup maintenant j'ai compris ce qu'il faut faire. Il faut aller là-bas, il faut analyser le... Il faut analyser la serrure.
Well, the numbers are a little clearer, but still too tiny to read.
Attends, quoi? Attends, il reste trop petit pour les...
This is awesome. Now I can open one of the jail cells.
Attends, quoi?
Well, the numbers are a little clearer, but still too tiny to read.
Oh merde. Attendez, mais je suis archi dans la merde là. Je pensais que ça allait être ça, mais pas du tout. Ok. Ah non, attends. Est-ce que je peux rentrer là ou pas?
It seems to be stuck closed.
Il est où le mec que j'ai libéré en fait? Est-ce qu'il est allé au bar comme un énorme ivrogne ou pas?
Oops. Oh, well, probably fine.
Are you done with the cookbook? I'd like it back.
I'm still using it. So much to do.
Is he?
Yep.
Putain, il a pas encore fini le...
It's a classic, elegant...
Il a pas encore fini le salaud. Non, mais non, mais je pense dans tous les cas que ça doit pas être le livre. Hein. Attends, on peut pas lui donner le monocle et récupérer...
Hi again. Ever think about retiring?
Sure, sounds great. I'll get a little place where I can sit by the fire and watch the ocean.
Bah c'est clairement là en fait. Ok, si on va au chantier naval. Ouais non, je pense que notre pote, on l'a juste libéré pour le libérer quoi. J'avoue que une recette, le cuistot il met des années entières. Attendez, mais dans tous les cas là, vraiment, et il nous manque que... Non, j'ai pas besoin d'un indice. Ok, on peut faire quoi avec un monocle?
It's my very own, very sharp, non-magical ceremonial knife. I used to love these when I was 6. Yep. It's a working parrot. I shouldn't bother it.
Tiens.
It doesn't seem interested.
T'aimes bien avoir un monocle? Mince. Attends, mais pourquoi il a des lunettes... Enfin, en gros, il a des lunettes sur le nez, mais il peut pas voir avec les lunettes, c'est trop con de fou. Tiens, tu veux un jouet?
What you working on?
Crossword puzzle.
Ok. Pour une carte. Bon, ici, rien à faire.
That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many hands it's eaten. What do you feed it?
Thieves, mostly.
Good to know.
Oh, mais c'est sûr que je dois refaire un truc pour attirer le perroquet et pour éviter qu'il me voit voler le truc. On peut envoyer quoi? On voit 2 points.
It's a lot of work being governor.
Putain, il veut pas cuisiner. Ok, je sais ce que je vais faire. Je sais ce que je vais faire. Je vais aller planter le cuisinier là. Oh, je vais aller le planter, c'est bon.
Don't look now, but I think there's a leech on your chin.
Buzz off.
Attends, mais il a toujours pas été servi lui?
I can't understand why this is taking so long.
En gros, on va dans la
Just
cuisine, hein.
bring me what the governor served me last week.
Of course, sir. Sorry for the delay.
Je peux pas le planter lui? Je peux lui donner des croquettes là?
Nice and hot. Wonder how long I could stand here before bursting into flames.
Mon chef.
Always confused about baking versus roasting.
Oh chef, je vais le planter hein. Attendez.
The plaque says, in memory of looming seagulls of old.
Ok, il faut juste que je trouve quoi faire. Hein. En fait, je pense qu'il y a vraiment un truc que je dois trouver, mais que je trouve pas depuis tout à l'heure. Enfin, ça va faire comme le truc de j'avais pas trouvé la statue de l'autre. Mais lui aussi, je vais le planter, hein.
Hi again. Say.
You'll have to excuse me. I think I see something on the horizon.
Mais arrêtez de dire ça, enfin là, je vais vous voir comme des vraies personnes racistes et je vais vous ban, hein. Et dans le sommier, on peut rien faire, là? On peut rien faire du tout. Non, pitié, non, pitié.
Hey, kid.
Hey, Stan.
Hello there, son.
Mais non. Mais je vais tous vous ban, non? On passera. C'est bon. Allez.
Are you sure you don't want me to break you out?
115%, son. But thanks.
Putain, je peux pas le faire sortir, lui.
See you later.
Yep.
Most of this serial number has been rubbed off.
Putain, le numéro de série a pratiquement été effacé, là, le connard.
Welcome back.
Hello.
Non mais là je trouve, je trouve que le délire dure trop longtemps, hein. Ça commence à être chiant pour le chat. Hein. Le Z, ouais. Putain vous avez... Enfin arrêtez de parler d'un raciste comme ça, hein. Mais vraiment ça peut faire croire aux gens que vous êtes raciste de fou, hein. Putain, mais comment faire pour le voler, lui, là?
What can you tell me about this eye patch?
That's the pride of the collection. It
Okay.
belonged to Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces. Supposedly, it had voodoo
Okay.
powers that would disguise him. I tried it on, though, and nothing happened.
There's some very tiny writing on it. The display case is locked.
Ah non, mais en fait, il me faut le numéro de série.
It doesn't fit.
What? Is something wrong?
Well, I was just wiping a smudge off the glass.
Oh, all right. But be careful. Guard parrots are attack trained.
Les perroquets de combat sont dressés pour l'attaque. Ouais, ok, c'est bien ça que je vais devoir faire après. Mais je peux pas faire le braquage, en fait.
Well, the numbers are a little clearer, but still too tiny to read.
C'est ça, mais c'est que les trucs restent
Eye
plus...
patch worn by Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces.
Attendez, comment je peux faire? Parce qu'en fait, il faudrait que j'échange la loupe avec l'autre.
Hello, Mr. Brush.
Hiya.
Tiens, tu peux récupérer ta clé?
It's some of my most recent work.
Non. 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 Non.
It makes things look bigger. Come on. Can I please try your key grinder?
Seriously, I don't much care if you grind off a finger. But I don't want to have to clean up afterwards.
What's that lock?
That's for hats. And please, don't touch the glass.
Ok, voilà. Attends, je peux toujours pas rentrer derrière là? En vrai, il y a peut-être un truc avec ça aussi, hein.
Employees only.
Attends, mais oui, mais connard.
I don't see anything useful here.
Ah ouais, non. Je peux pas donner un...
I'm no good at jimmying things.
Ah putain, je peux pas accrocher la serrure avec ça. Je peux pas donner un coup de balai dedans.
This key doesn't fit.
Attends, mais...
Hey, kid.
Je peux pas utiliser la clé pour sa cellule à lui?
No thanks. I'm about to be acquitted. Escaping looks bad.
Putain, mon connard, là. Parce que là, la carte, ça va plus m'être utile. Ça, non, ça, non, ça, non, la peluche. Mais je peux branler quoi avec la peluche, en fait? Ouais, je vais la balancer à la grand-mère, là?
Got any other mystical advice or information?
No.
Ta grand-mère, toi.
Better to have one for each eye.
Mais non, je vais péter un câble. Je vais péter un câble.
If one monocle is good, two is better.
Putain, je vais péter un câble.
Hey Wally, what's with the window ladder?
Je vais hurler.
Well, it's good to have.
Je vais hurler. Non, j'avoue.
The scroll work is nice, but there are no numbers here.
Je vais hurler. C'était ça. Mais c'est trop con en plus comme solution. Sortez, re-rentrez, il y aura un nouveau monocle. Ah non!
Ah, crystal clear. I'll just write that down.
Et là on va là. Là on va là. Là on va là. Bonjour, 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 bonjour. J'ai trop le somme de fou.
Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Non mais le papier il est tout froissé et tout.
You a collector?
Yeah. Stamps.
Ouais bah non, mais dans tous les cas il y aura que 2 îles hein. Et du coup là on a la clé. Juste là ce qu'il va falloir faire c'est que 1. Il faut pas oublier que le perroquet est là pour faire perroquet de combat de merde. 2. 2 y a pas de 2. Ok, si là par exemple. Ok, si on...
Whoa! That's not supposed to be unlocked. I'd better fold this and put it in storage. Then I can figure out what's wrong with the lock. Looking good. What?
That is a really big parrot.
That's
okay.
folded perfectly. That'll do, parrot. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the museum while I figure out what's going on with my display case.
Non, non, j'ai fait de la merde. Non, 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 non. Non, non. Non, 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 j'ai pas fait de la merde.
Welcome back. I checked the display case and it seems fine. So we're open for business again.
Ok. Ok, je pense que je dois poser la nourriture là-haut, ou quelque part.
It doesn't seem interested.
Je peux mettre de la nourriture quelque part pour l'attirer là?
It doesn't seem interested. It's a working parrot. I shouldn't buy. That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many hands it's eaten. Tell me again about the hook.
That once belonged to the Dread Pirate Meat.
Ok. Il mange des éponges? Non. Non. Je peux pas l'empoisonner? T'aimes l'argent? Il aime pas l'argent. Ok.
Especially fortified for the healthy parrot diet. Tell me again about the ore.
Mince, pardon. Ok. Non, non, je veux assassiner personne.
What's a 6-letter word for pirate?
Pirate.
Mais attendez, pourquoi il a un pied ici et une jambe de bois? D'accord.
Eye patch worn by Captain John.
Attendez, attendez. Non mais en fait là on a ça. Peut-être la pluche. Tiens, tu veux la pluche? Ouais, ah mais non, il est en service. En fait, il faudrait peut-être attendre un peu que... Non, je sais pas.
I used to love these when I was 6. Until I got trapped in one. Museum of Pirate Lore.
Ok, attends. Si je vais en un carte de visite. Bah non mais regarde ici là. Il a un pied là et un pied là, non? Ouais, je sais pas. Rire en fonction de la clé. Attendez, là en fait on doit juste trouver comment faire là. Mais attends, on peut pas mettre ça dans la jambe de Wab ici là? Ouais, bah non, c'est trop bizarre de fou.
What's the story with the wanted poster?
That is the earliest known wanted poster for Cap. You can tell I got it from a collector.
Those are my own crap. I was pretty much. I stuck Kate's picture. This is absurd.
That's what's so great.
That's not what I'm trying.
That's okay.
Fine.
Hmm.
It's soft.
Attends, ça sert à rien d'entrer dans le réserve. Mais putain, je dois trouver un moyen d'attirer le perroquet autre part. Non mais parce que là, oui, voilà, et on est d'accord que... Oui, c'est ça. Je sais de quoi je sais. Tu l'as fait chauffer un peu. Examinez la fiche.
Wanted. Any information leading to the arrest and conviction of the person or persons who destroyed the historic mop tree. I'll keep an eye out for them.
Ah mais putain, mais ils ont mis... Et ils ont mis un avis de recherche sur le fait que l'arbre a été démoli. Enfin, c'est pas de notre faute, on n'oublie pas. Hein. C'est pas de notre faute du tout. On n'a rien à voir avec ça, évidemment. Elle a toujours pas été servie, l'autre. Attends, mais t'es en train de dire que lui, il fait... Mais connard!
Yep,
Are you done with the cookbook? I'd like it back.
I'm still using it.
Je vais gâcher tous tes plats.
Food is more exciting when you can smell the risk. It's like a miniature dance party.
Attends, je peux pas la récupérer, eux? Non. Non.
Coming along nicely.
Remind me never to eat here again.
Hmm...
Ooh, the name seems to fit even better than it used to. Property foreclosed by order of Madison.
Non, non, attends. Attends, est-ce que si on utilise le double ici, là, il y a un truc à faire ou pas?
I don't see anything useful here.
Ah non, voilà. Ah, rien à faire ici, là.
This key doesn't fit.
Je peux limite aller essayer d'ouvrir... Attends, mais attends, il n'y avait pas d'autre serrure à essayer d'ouvrir, là? Alors celle-là... Ouais, non, mais celle-là, c'est pas possible. Attends, je peux pas essayer d'ouvrir ça? Bon, c'est bon, je vais essayer d'ouvrir toutes les portes, maintenant, là. Je vais devenir fou. Là, il n'y a rien à ouvrir. Là-bas, non. Bah, je vais retourner au bateau, hein. Parce que là, déjà, il s'appelle le ship. Oui, bah oui, le ship pour le bateau.
Looks like this is going to be a long journey. No parking of demonic, ghostly, or undead vessels or scooters. Tuesdays 3 to 4. I hope this isn't one of those party cruises. Hey.
What is it?
Are you sure I can't convince you that I'm not Guybrush Threepwood?
Just looking like Guybrush Threepwood is enough that I can't give you the job. Sorry.
Ok, du coup je suis baisé dans tous les cas ici. Ah non, mais il faut vraiment juste que je change d'apparence. Mais en fait, le problème c'est que le connard a gardé le livre. Non, mais dans tous les cas, ça sert à rien de prendre le livre. Mais c'est que là, le perroquet me fait chier. Attends, elle a pas un truc anti-perroquet, elle?
A crystal.
Un truc anti-perroquet, toi ou pas?
Got any other
No. All my...
Can't you at least wait? Can't you at least wait until I say what I'm... It says everything must... I'd need a lot of keys to open that.
Ouais, non. Mais non, parce que ça me sert... Mais parce que ça me sert à rien de prendre le livre au bout de la planche. Mais parce qu'en fait, c'était à la serrurière, mais dans tous les cas, maintenant, la serrurière, je m'en bats les couilles. Puisque maintenant, là... Mais parce que là, le seul truc qui me pète les couilles, c'est que le perroquet me gêne. Et en fait, je trouve un truc anti-perroquet. Mais pour le perroquet, j'ai de la bouffe, mais j'arrive pas à la tirer avec. Mince. Voilà. Mais parce que là, j'ai la clé. Mais juste, c'est lui qui me fait chier. Parce que... parce qu'il est là, quoi.
Do you get a lot of people in here?
This is the off-season.
Non, ouais, non, je pense que ça n'a pas trop à voir avec ça. Mais parce que c'était là, mais parce que c'était un des livres à sa mère, mais dans tous les cas, c'est un... Est-ce que vous habitez en diagonale du vide? Non.
Hello, Mr. Brush.
Hi there. At the end...
My mother's. Please...
Handsome-looking parrot.
And also vicious.
It doesn't seem interested.
Oh.
Hi there.
Hello. I see everyone.
If you have to make...
How much for the fish?
It's not for sale. This is a locksmith shop.
Putain, je me demande vraiment ce que c'est le truc que j'ai raté. Parce qu'il y a un tout petit truc que j'ai raté, c'est sûr. Et je me demande ce que c'est.
Nice hat pin.
Toi, tu me dis toujours rien. Et voilà, tire-toi, tocard. Bon, lui, il est toujours archiboré.
Nice
Bien,
talk.
ouais. Ok, c'est bon, il est bourré de fou, lui.
Are you sure I can't
yet?
Eux, ils ont toujours rien à me dire.
Oops. Oh, well, probably fine.
Bon, lui, il est perdu de fou. Parce qu'il arrive pas à faire sa merde, là. Je peux pas fumer la mouette, là?
Looks like a mugshot.
Peut-être un truc ici, hein. Parce que c'est vrai que ici on n'a pas fait grand chose en vrai. Hein. Bien sûr, on n'a pas fait énormément de choses.
It's good for relieving stress.
En fait, attends, mais il y a un excellent anti-stress. Attends, mais le problème, c'est qu'on a un excellent anti-stress et on a un mec qui stresse, et on peut pas lui donner.
Watch your boots in here, son. It's like a swamp, without the clean parts.
Attends.
Oh, I used to love these when I was sick.
On peut lui mettre dans la gueule à lui là? Non. Soir, ils arrivent, ils arrivent.
Especially fortified for the healthy parrot diet.
Ah mais c'est mélange pour
Especially
biscuit.
fortified for the healthy parrot diet.
Ah, mais attends, mais ça veut dire qu'ils sont pas prêts du coup. C'est mélange pour biscuit, mais je vais peut-être aller voir le cuisinier là. Attendez, j'ai peut-être un truc là. Peut-être un truc. J'ai peut-être une piste là. Mon connard. Tu sais... Oh putain.
That stuff is strictly for home and office use. We pros don't touch it. Well, now that doesn't even seem possible.
Busy?
Yup.
Mais connard, il m'a pas aidé.
Would you make crackers if I gave you some cracker mix?
That stuff is strictly for home and office use. We...
Pour un usage domestique. Attends, pour un usage domestique... Mais du coup, je suis pas allé chez... Mais du coup, je suis pas allé chez moi, là. Attends. Au pire, je demande à quelqu'un de les faire pour moi. Salut, tu peux faire les biscuits, non? Dans ta gueule, toi. Ah, mais non, je peux demander à ma pote. Je peux demander à ma pote dans son manoir. Ah, mais sauf si la grand-mère peut le faire. Eh, grand-mère, là. Bah non.
It seems to be stuck closed.
Ok, c'est bon, j'ai compris. En fait, on va la voir elle, on lui fait, tiens, chef, ta grand-mère. Attends, mais comment ça pour un usage domestique? Mais je vais où maintenant? Mais qui pourrait me les faire?
Property foreclosed by order of Madison Enterprises.
Putain, elle veut pas me faire mes biscuits, elle. Mais personne ne veut me faire mes biscuits. Quelqu'un veut me faire mes biscuits là ou pas?
Ingredients indeed.
Ok, attends.
Would you make crackers if I gave you some cracker mix?
That stuff is strictly for home and office use. We pros don't touch it.
Mais en fait, je peux peut-être les faire au feu au tout début. Attends, mais attends. Ah non, attends, mais si. Putain, mais merde. Je vais aller trop à gauche. Mais putain, mais connard. Je peux pas Attends, mais... En fait, le problème, c'est que j'ai pas de cuisine, là. Je fais comment?
It doesn't seem interested.
Mais rien pour la cuisine aussi, ici, là. Putain, mais il me faut trouver un endroit pour la cuisine, merde, hein. En fait, il y a une cuisine, mais je peux pas y aller. Je vais hurler. Attends, mais... Oh, attendez, j'ai une idée. Par contre, ça va être dégueulasse. On peut pas faire les biscuits dans le seau rouillé, là? Ouais, petit biscuit dans le seau rouillé, là. Putain, j'ai eu le chat vraiment en deux spies depuis tout à l'heure, j'ai envie de me finir. Hein. Attends, mais pourquoi il y a un chemin là? Non, je peux pas aller derrière. Est-ce qu'il y aurait pas une porte que j'ai pas vu, un truc dans le genre là?
Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood.
Tu sais ta cuisine ou pas?
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Oh non, j'ai rien à dire.
But I'm busy these days.
Putain, mais je peux pas utiliser ta cuisine, s'il te plaît. Ah oui, voilà.
Elaine told me that's Lauder Neck. I've seen that same painting on a box of frozen instant cereal. Especially fortified for the healthy parrot diet. It seems to be stuck closed.
Mais pourquoi la portière elle est coincée aussi?
That never ends well for the knife. I don't see anything useful here. The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better.
You can find a golden key, but you cannot own it.
Oh mais ta gueule, tu cuis de la merde. Attends, il me faut juste une cuisine pour cuisiner en fait. Pour me faire des petits biscuits.
It's Elaine's flyer about how limes combat scurvy. It's important, but boring. I've never once made it all the way to the end.
Vous pouvez pas faire les biscuits, vous?
Nice and hot. Wonder how long I could stand here before bursting into flames.
Et lui, il est en train de mourir là-bas, hein?
It's Carla's copy of Ingredients by Barbie LaFlay. Are you done with the cookbook? I'd like it back.
I'm still using it.
Would you make crackers if I gave you some cracker mix?
That stuff is strictly for home and office use. We pros don't touch it. Brilliant innovation. Well, now that doesn't even seem possible.
At least they look healthy.
Non mais en fait, il y a juste un truc que je dois trouver là. Un seul. Un seul. Non, non, tranquille, tranquille.
The window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush? Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now.
La lune, oh ta mère. Hein. Ah, 117 de QI, comment ça? Est-ce qu'il y a un... Non mais, en fait, il y a peut-être un truc que j'ai oublié de check. Peut-être un seul truc qui fait que je suis dans la merde. Rien du tout ici. Mais non, je peux pas lui donner la biscuit. Mais parce que moi, en fait, j'ai du mélange à biscuits. Mais j'ai pas les biscuits prêts. Mais c'est pour ça que j'allais voir le cuisinier pour lui demander des conseils. Mais le problème, c'est que, eh bien, c'est un connard. Attends, il peut pas me...
I already copied the serial number.
Tu peux pas me préparer des biscuits, toi?
At least this jail has 2 lamps.
Là, on les prépare dans les lampes, non?
At least the jail is well lit. I don't remember this place being so leaky.
Jail is like a bad breakfast.
Tu peux pas préparer les biscuits dans l'eau?
Greasy and hard to swallow.
Lire le panneau.
Employees only.
Réservé au personnel.
It seems to be stuck closed.
Je suis le personnel. Mon ratatouille.
Looks like a volcano island with horns that swallowed a basketball.
Elle peut pas me faire les biscuits dans sa machine, elle? Oh, mais attends, mais si, elle me fait les biscuits dans la machine.
I found some cracker mix.
Oui, mais oui, et elle a des biscuits ici. Je suis trop con. Mais oui, je suis trop con. Elle avait des biscuits ici. Mais oui, mais comme ça, j'ai récupéré ses biscuits à elle. Et elle va pouvoir faire des nouveaux biscuits avec les mélanges à biscuits que je lui ai donnés. Du coup, là, ce que je vais faire, c'est que je vais nourrir le perroquet de biscuits. Et évidemment, ça va bien se passer. Regardez, là, j'arrive. Tiens, mon connard, là. Avale tes... Avale ta merde, là. Avale, voilà. Avale. C'est riche en oméga 3. Cavale. Oh, c'est le pire vol de tous les temps. Pendant ce temps, au palais.
What do you expect me to do, Elaine? Issue a proclamation?
Of course not, Carla. We'll need to generate public support. I'm working on that.
People around here don't like any kind of restrictions, even if it's for their own good.
But we can put a requirement on ships traveling to the north. There's already a customs check, so the infrastructure is all in place.
Okay.
Well, it's a start. Scurvy's a big problem. Let's do all we can.
Agreed.
I've come a long way. Is there anything else on the agenda?
Coffee?
Ok. Super, mais pas demandé quand même. Ok. Attends, je peux pas, genre... Ok, si je vais là et que là, je mets le cache-œil.
Classic and subtle. Like me.
Mais je vais jamais passer.
Threepwood, Are you trying to fool me by wearing an eye patch? That is the worst disguise I've ever seen.
No, of course not. Just having a little eye trouble. Blepharospasm.
Try some cashews. You might be short on magnesium. Or wits.
Darn, I thought this thing was supposed to be magic. And I must have forgotten something. I better take off this eye patch first.
Bah voilà, bon. En vrai, on continuera la prochaine fois parce que là, c'était vraiment... hop. Sauvegarder. Ah non, c'est bon, ça a sauvegardé tout seul. Bah voilà, super. Bon, pour leur diff YouTube, elle sera un peu longue. Hein. Au revoir, hein. À la prochaine, salut, à plus. Hein. On continuera et on quittera la première île du jeu. Allez, salut, hein. Bon, au revoir.